gonna save all them tapes right now. Yo. And then the reading right here is, she asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, best salute me, absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, best salute me, absolutely, absolutely.
Bible in my right and a chopper in my other hand.
Everybody is trying to find and recreate their identity of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Every few years, black people get a new identity.
America wants the black man, the Latino man, the Native American man to his blood, sweat, and tears. They work us to the damn bone.
Come and pay a visit for your last year. I'm truly up. Make a move unless we tune you up. Absolutely, man. We know you crucial. You ain't fooling us. In the cut with them things trying to cool us.
This whole world was made for blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And the other nations know it. And because the other nations know it, they make sure to keep us underneath them. But for the fifth angel of the Lord, come upon you, black man, Native American Indian man, Hispanic man. You understand? Man, it's about to get oppressive out here. You only have I know, man. You only have I know of all the families on the earth, man. Right? You only have I know, man. So therefore, he will punish us for all of our iniquities, which is our sins, man. Going out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Jerry Hunt. We are not affiliated with any fake Israelite groups or anybody else. Today we're bringing out the truth of the Bible, that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of. That's right.
He gon' spot you, then get you. You don't speak about it, it's not an issue. This one West world got a ring to it. I married the truth, put a ring to it.
She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, best salute me, absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, best salute me, absolutely, absolutely.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're...
Shalom, shalom, VA. Shalom, Israel. Y'all type of one in the chat if y'all can hear me. If everybody can hear me to Wab, let me get a 1W in the chat. If everybody can hear me to Wab and see me all right. We also got headquarters, VA headquarters in the building. Shalom, Yabasha Shabakata.
Shalom, Yabasha.
What's going on with your priest?
To Wab, sir.
I know you can hear me. You can hear me. See if anybody else can hear me. Y'all give me a 1 or a 1W in that chat. I see them coming through, Most High in Christ. Hey, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of this Bible, that black, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous people are God's chosen people. And in that very same Bible, that same Bible that's collecting dust on grandma's shelf over there with the rest of her knickknacks, in that very same Bible, it tells us that the white man, the colonizer, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? We are not affiliated with any Christian organization or any fake Israelite group. I don't care how many fringes they got on their shirt. I don't care how many times they out there trying to pretend and copy the ISUPK. If it ain't the ISUPK, it's not the home of the truth. They lying to you. I guarantee you they lying to you about something. It's something a brother said today. They learned how to leave. They didn't learn how to stay. You know what I'm saying? In those fake Israelite groups, they never learned how to stay maintain and make it work. And we're gonna touch on that a little bit tonight because that's a very important key component to love, and that's the title of the class tonight. How long is love? How long is love? You know what I'm saying? Like we always do. Let me see who we got with us first. First and foremost, to all the Akim, all the brothers that's out there watching, y'all back a thumb. To all the Akim and to all the sisters that's out there watching, y'all Shamala thumb by Shim Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're gonna see who we got with us in the chat. We got Aqua Fadessa in the building, checking in from Norfolk. We got Trooper McQuarrie Allah checking in from Richmond, VA. We got Aqua Friaya checking in from Chester. You know what I'm saying? Rib, my brother, Officer 1000, Mataza Kara as well, checking in. Most High in Christ. We also got Young Man Denny checking in from Greenville, South Carolina. We got Aqua off the bar checking in. You know what I'm saying? We also got Sister Kenyatta checking in from Norfolk, VA. We got the Princess Tazarai, future, very, very near future graduate. Princess Tazarai checking in as well. You know what I'm saying? We got Officer Yabaka, you know what I'm saying, checking in, taught a hell of a class the other night. You feel me? Last week. And we also got Aqua for Zaraka, and we got Officer Yaikwab in the building at headquarters, and we also got Outer One, Officer 5000, Yarasha Moff in the building, as usual, in the background, getting it in. What's going on, Outer One?
Wow, Bob.
Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. Hey, we gonna do this. The Brotherhood class. This the Brotherhood class. If this is your first time tuning in, y'all make sure you put your city name and state inside the chat so we know how to properly address you. Like I always say, we don't do pronouns in the UPK. We don't do no damn pronouns. You know what I'm saying? So put your put your city name and state in there so we know how to properly address you. So you get credit for being in class tonight. You know what I'm saying? And if you have any questions, we not the Christian church. That word in the Bible, that church, that's by Yah Saparium, a house of books in the Hebrew. This is a school. This is what you come to learn at. Reason why we so destroyed as a people, as we were never taught what was inside of this Bible. We were never taught how to please the Most High. We were never taught what his requirements was, what we supposed to do, what we not supposed to do, what we supposed to eat. You know what I'm saying? We weren't taught that in that church. That church, they taught us how to sing. They taught us how to dance. They taught us how to put on a fashion show every Easter. They taught us how to celebrate idols and pagan holidays. They taught us everything except for what was actually inside of that Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's what a church is. It's a school. You're supposed to come here to be able to learn what this Bible actually says, man. This is why our people are destroyed. We don't know what's inside of this book. We don't know what's inside of this book. We know religion. We know God knows my heart and God loves everybody and Jesus take the wheel and all these stupid sayings that we know. But we don't know what's really inside of this Bible, because if we did, the Bible says the truth shall make you free. So you tell me why we ain't free in 2026. You tell me in 2026 why we ain't free, why we fill the jail cells in 2026, why we can't protect our neighborhoods in 2026, while the police is still pulling us over, beating us down on camera, turn around, smile at the camera, beating us down on damn camera, and with no kind of accountability, no kind of guilt, no kind of shame whatsoever in 2026. But we look around and say that we free. We look around and we say that God is with us. We can't even tell that, you know what I'm saying, we underneath these curses, man. It's because we were never taught what was inside of this Bible. But you're going to learn today how Kevin Hart said. And speaking of Kevin Hart, how many of y'all saw that Kevin Hart roast? That roast of Kevin Hart. If y'all seen it, y'all give me a 1 in the chat if y'all saw this roast or this little special that he had. I ain't see the whole thing, also, Yaikwad. I caught a couple of clips the next day. I caught a couple of clips and it pissed me off and kind of made me sick from the little pieces that I saw. You feel me? So I did a video on it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm quick to do a video, so I did a video on it too. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make no damn sense. And then Salakia, Princess Tazarai, Shalom Tawab, Shalom Tawab. Aqua Fryer. I saw the Cat Williams part as well. Because that's the part that I was kind of most concerned with. I know him and Kevin Hart kind of been beefing forever. I knew, you know what I'm saying, he had a lot to say about him first. So I was just trying to see if Cat was gonna get on there and maintain, you know what I'm saying, and maintain what he said he was. The little part I saw where he kind of shook his hands afterwards, you feel me? So I was like, all right, maybe they squashed the beef. But then I saw what he actually said. I like, nah, this nigga ain't squash no beat. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Priest.
Sir, he did not. That nigga, Pat Williams ain't hold like nothing, man. He roasted him. He roasted Cub. Yeah, he roasted.
From what I saw, man, it's like everything that he said before, he doubled down on it. He doubled down on the whole Illuminati, doubled down on he don't say no, doubled down on he the white man puppet, the whole nine. You feel me? But the part that I saw that pissed me off, who saw the George Floyd joke that the white dude made? Who saw that part? That's the part that I did the video on. Now they got a MAGA, you know what I'm saying, comedian to come up there, and he specifically made jokes about George Floyd. This devil gonna say, you know what I'm saying, I know George Floyd is looking up, you know what I'm saying, and laughing so hard he can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? This was the joke that this damn devil made, and that's the part that I did the video on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the part that pissed me off the most. It's something that, you know, you learn when you come in here in the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? Downright Aqua Farah said she saw the cat part. Sister Kenyatta said it was crazy. And then Aqua Zara Casa, she saw what I posted and she saw the apology or whatever. And Aqua Farah said she saw that dirty part too. Yeah, exactly. The fact that they would sit there and laugh at something like that, you know what I'm saying? They laugh at our pain. They laugh at our pain, laugh at our struggle. The fact that you done been a slave here, the fact that they can kill you live on TV in 4K HD. In 4K HD, knee on your neck for 9 minutes, and it's a big joke, and it's a big game. You know what I'm saying? Something I learned when I came here in this ISUPK that, you know what I'm saying, Commander General Hunter let it be known. These stars, these politicians, these entertainers, they not here for you. They throw up the black fist when they get caught in some kind of sex scandal. You know what I'm saying? When they get caught stealing some money, or they get caught with drugs or a gun, or they getting ready to go sit down for a minute, they throw that black fist up in the air real quick. Then Yakwa, they turn the black, and they black, put their bow tie on, they got their dashikis on, the whole nine for the people. Power to the people. You know what I'm saying? But when it really boils down to it, you just the ends to a mean. You just go the people, blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous. They use that entertainer to get to you, to get to your pockets, to soften you up. So whenever the oppressor does something that they shouldn't do, whenever they commit the atrocities they commit, they'll throw that entertainer out there in front of you to soften the blow. They'll throw him out there so you don't get mad and tear the damn city down, like they did with Jay-Z and the brother that Neil. You know what I'm saying? Like they did with him. That's what they always do. You feel me? They don't love you. They it's the same thing with your pastors and your politicians. They don't love you. They just use you. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that, you know what I'm saying, that the part that pissed me off, and something that we need to be aware of, especially in this time that we in now. You're gonna get a whole bunch of fake love out there. The title of the class is how long is love? Love should be a little bit longer than a damn joke and a punchline. You know what I'm saying? If that was my brother or my sister out there, and Lord forbid I wasn't in this truth, I would have a real big problem with them up there cracking jokes on stage about it. You feel me? And the fact that a lot of our people will say, well, it's okay because he's famous, he has money, shows you the type of love that we operate under. We don't operate under the love of the Most High. See, the thing about the love of the Most High, it does not stop. It wasn't never supposed to stop. Family don't end. You know what I'm saying? Family ain't supposed to end. You know what I'm saying? That love ain't supposed to end. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight, how it shouldn't be no time clock on your love. A lot of our people throw their fists up and they be like, for the ancestors. But then on the other hand, they dressed up in red, white, and blue for the 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? They dressed up in their best suit for Easter. But they say it's for the ancestors. They don't really love the ancestors like they think or like they claim to do so. And then here we actually operate and practice real love in here, like this Bible says. So like we always do with the you know what I'm saying, the Brotherhood class, you feel me? Y'all let me know. Brotherhood, we already know is sisterhood, right? We know brotherhood and sisterhood go hand in hand. And give me that precept. How do we know that brotherhood and sisterhood is love in here? What's the precept that I'm looking for? Y'all give me the precept that I need. Aqua Fadasa said Kevin looked nervous when Cat was up there. Yeah, he was nervous because he knew that he might get up there and tell too much of the truth. That's why he was nervous. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was nervous while he was up there. I saw that as well, though. That's why at the end of it, he was real quick to go and run and shake his hand. Let's just squash the beef. Let's just squash the beef. Because see, in that world, in that arena, words don't mean anything. Your death don't mean anything. Your pain don't mean anything. Your suffering don't, none of that mean anything in that arena. It's just a means to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's just a means to get to the bag. And that's why we continue to suffer and get worse and worse each time, and nobody cares because we don't love one another. We call it love, but it ain't real love. It ain't real love. It's the love that this oppressor done gave us. It's the love that this oppressor has taught us. It ain't real love. Real love don't stop. Real love don't end. Nowhere in the world you hobnobbing and smiling the cheese and taking pics with the same people that killed your ancestors, that killed your people, that raped grandma, you know what I'm saying, and great grandpa and all the kids and stole every damn thing. Stole everything. I saw a post the other day. It said how we had like now almost a million square miles, or you know what I'm saying, acres of property, the farmers or whatever. And you go to right now, we don't have a fraction of that now because they stole it with redlining. They stole it, you know what I'm saying, with the paperwork, the pencil work, or the KKK just rolled through and told you to get off the land. Just get off the land. If you don't get off the land, we'll be back. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of brothers that's up north. That's how they got up north. They got up north because them the knights of the white hood came riding through. They rode through, said we're gonna take everything. You can either leave or stay here. And so they had to leave for their safety. They had to flee for their safety, and they don't have it now. We look at them right now. We'll say that, well, look, you got to get it how you fit. You get it how you get it. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It's your fault if you ain't no millionaire, Officer Yaquad. You ain't no millionaire today. That's your fault. And then when you do what the founding fathers did to go out here and make your $1 million, you a criminal now. And I'm gonna lock you up for the rest of your life. If you know what I'm saying, if you do what George Washington did to become a millionaire, you're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life. That's what the founding fathers did. Officer Uriah Mouth talks about it all the time. Your Lucchese family, Gambino family, that's what they did. That's what they ran all the when alcohol was illegal, they ran it up and down the interstate. When the drug, they the ones who ran the drugs up and down the interstate. When gambling was illegal, they the ones that opened up all the casinos. You feel me? That's how they made their empires, their fortunes. And they became politicians. They became district attorneys. They became police officers. They became all the men in the city that you go to. They end up running the city. But for us, we end up behind those bars. You feel me? Because there's always two different worlds that we live in. We live in two different worlds, and we teach that all the time. You know what I'm saying? What we got up in the chat? Mark Waffle said there's limits with worldly love, especially when you don't follow suit. Absolutely. That sister said something real heavy right there. You know what I'm saying? The world knows its own. So as long as you loving like they say, love, you good. But the love that the world requires from blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous, it requires us to be traitors to our own people. It requires us to not love our own people. You can't be holding to your own people. You can remember 9/11. You can remember 1776, and you can remember the Alamo that lied at the way that they tell it. And you can celebrate 4th of July and the founding fathers, and you can love the Constitution, but you can't remember what they did to your people, what they did to your people. You can't remember having to be able to count all the damn jelly beans in a jar in order for you to vote. You know what I'm saying? Or you having to pay a poll tax in order for you to vote. Or if you do vote, you know what I'm saying, them showing up to your house, like I said, with them shotguns saying, you better make sure you vote. You can't remember none of that. But you can't remember their history. You can't remember us being in shackles and chains and irons of yoke around our neck. You're not allowed to remember that here. You got to get up there and laugh and kiki and ha-ha about them kneeling on one of your brother's neck, as they lied and said that it wasn't the knee that killed them afterwards, as they lied and ran him through the mud afterwards, when everybody saw this cop knee on his neck for 9 minutes. For 9 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And they killed him like he was a damn dog, like an animal. You got to laugh at that. You got to laugh because it's just jokes, right? You got to laugh at that in order for you to get that worldly love like Aqua Fidessa is talking about. So she's absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yabba said he won't want them thumbnails like Officer Yabba. His next fact, the Most High Christ, that was the first one I kind of did that way. But you know me, it's always for the school. So the next brother that gets up there and teach, we're gonna make sure we try to make that a standard. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try so just get up with me and I get up with y'all, you know what I'm saying, so we can figure out a way that we can make that uniform. I think that might help boost the numbers. might help boost the numbers. Unfortunately, our folks, you know what I'm saying, you got to appeal to their visual eye, Officer Yaquab. They don't care just to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of pull them in. You feel me? But, you know, Paul said he going to do whatever he got to do to get that word out. So, you know what I'm saying? If that'll help Most High Christ, the water, Officer Yaquab, we'll try to make sure we make that be known. You feel me? Yeah, damn right, Aquafariah. He owned it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm Princess Tasha said, yeah, get in where you fit in. You're absolutely correct, Princess Tasha. You got to get in where you fit in when it comes to us. But for them, they stole everything that was handed down, and that's just fine. But if you steal, you a thief, and you go to jail for the rest of your life. You feel me? This is the hypocrisy that we live on, because this is the type of love that they show in this place here. You feel me? Aqua Friday said 1 John 5:3. Let's go ahead and get it. We're gonna jump into a couple of scriptures tonight to kind of highlight what we're talking about, what love really is supposed to be, how it's supposed to be, and what we know it is to be now, and how we change and we get to what the Lord wants us to be, how we actually build and maintain a nation. It takes brotherhood to maintain a nation, brotherhood and sisterhood to maintain a nation. You can't do that without love. So if we don't know what love is, we stuck already. And that's been our problem for a long time. We think we've been operating out of love, but it hasn't been love. You know, it's been lust. You know what I'm saying? It's been lust and want and desire. You know what I'm saying? It's been materials like money. We think love is a feeling. That little funny, fuzzy feeling you get in your stomach. That ain't love, man. That ain't love. That's emotion. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do our best to learn the difference before the night is over with. We're gonna go ahead and get 1 John 5:3. Shout out to Trooper ISUPK checking in from Rice, Virginia. Most High in Christ. Good to see you, Troop. First scripture we're gonna pull up is 1 John 5:3. Let's get it. 1 John 5:3. Let's get it. Cause see, I can say what I think love is. Obviously, Yaquab can say what he feel like love is. But if it ain't what the Most High say, it really don't matter. It really don't matter. If it ain't what the Most High say, it really don't matter, because he's the one that has the final word, the final say so. The reason why we're in this slavery, in this captivity, we is because we went against the Most High. We, you know what I'm saying, we didn't follow those laws, statutes, and commandments like he told us to. And that's how we ended up here. It didn't matter how bad we felt about it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how much you cry. I grew up, I watched my grandma do a whole bunch of crying. Every time somebody got locked up, she was crying. Every time, you know what I'm saying, one of us went to jail, she was crying. Every time somebody died, she was crying. Every time somebody OD'd, she was crying. You feel me? Every time. And it didn't change anything. It didn't change anything. Why? Because those emotions and those feelings don't mean anything if you're going to disobey what the Lord told us to do, man. You feel me? Shout out to Aquaf Shakal as well, checking in. Most High in Christ, good to see you, sis. So let's get it. We're going to get 1 John 5:3 first. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that. This is 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this right here, not what you thought, not what nobody told you. This right here is the love of God. This is the love of God. When you first come into this truth, one of the first things you learn, you know what I'm saying, is being an officer in here, being a young man in here, being a trooper in here, being a student in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. One of the first things you learn is how to shut up. You learn how to shut your mouth. You learn how to shut your mouth, and you learn how to learn. You know what I'm saying? You learn that what you thought you knew, you don't know. So anybody that's out there watching, I guarantee, I promise you, what you thought you knew love was, if you're not here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, I guarantee you it's wrong. I guarantee you don't know. Why? Because you've never been taught what was inside of this Bible. You were taught what your mama said love was, what grandma said love was, what your daddy said love was, what your girlfriend said love was. You feel me? I think we just had Mother's Day. Who all celebrated Mother's Day? Y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all give me a 1 in the chat. Who all celebrated Mother's Day? We're gonna do a little check real quick. Y'all let me know who celebrated Mother's Day in the chat. And you know, Officer Rashid Mouth is back there looking too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know who celebrated Mother's Day in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It said, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. The love of God is to keep his commandments. That's love. Love is to keep his commandments. Officer Yabakai said, he ain't celebrate Mother's Day. That's love. Trooper McQuarrie Yala said he ain't celebrate Mother's Day. Yeah, that's love right there. She Princess Taza Ross said she ain't celebrate. She said she celebrate her mama every day. That's love right there. Get that sister a hand. That's what love is. That's love right there. She said she don't need a white man to tell her when to celebrate and love her mama. She love her every day. That's love right there. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Ryan said, hell no, she ain't celebrated. That's love right there. But it's a lot of brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, that thought that love was going out getting a car. Love, they thought love was going out, you know what I'm saying, getting a car, getting them damn flowers, getting some balloons, getting some candy. They thought that was love. I saw so many videos of mothers doing some hellacious stuff online. You know what I'm saying? Gender reveal parties where they taking abortion pills at them. You know what I'm saying? Mama's going in there fighting the daddy, putting out knives on them, kicking the door down. I saw this one video where the sister, but she must have showed out before because the brother didn't want this sister to come in the crib. He was like, "What you doing here? Why you here? Go on, leave. I don't want to go through." I think her name was Champagne. You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag right there, brothers and sisters. If there's a sister named Champagne, you better try to get into your classes as fast as possible. You know what I'm saying? As fast as damn possible. You know what I'm saying? But she's steady trying to get in the crib. She jumped in the crib, but she outweighed him too, Officer Yaquab. So you know what I'm saying? She kind of outweighed the brother. The brother was huffing and puffing, trying to get up out the house. And you know what I'm saying? I guess his brother had pulled a gun on him. He wasn't in here. He ain't know no better. You feel me? But she go, "Oh, you gonna pull a gun on him?" She goes and get the daughter out the car. Look what your daddy did. Look, he just pulled a gun on him. You know what I'm saying? And again, now she's one of the ones I guarantee from the mother kid, she got a damn Mother's Day car. Guarantee she got one. This is what we have learned that love was. We learned that love was giving a dragon like that a Mother's Day card, making sure you tell her Happy Mother's Day. That's what we learned Mother's love was. When that's not love, man. That's not love, man. You know what I'm saying? Love is same thing these brothers and sisters are saying in this chat right here. They did not celebrate Mother's Day. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Shah, Mosiah Christ. Yabashima Shabakatha. Always good to have you in here. You know what I'm saying? That's love. The fact that they didn't celebrate no Mother's Day. And that can be a hard and difficult thing. That can be a difficult thing if you in the world. That can be a difficult thing if you don't want to serve God, if you're serving yourself. That can be a difficult thing if you don't know what love is. He said, "For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous." It becomes grievous. It becomes hard when you feel like love is to go by that card, when that's what you've been taught that love was. You know what I'm saying? And we get it from every angle. We get it from every angle and from everybody, man. Everybody teaches us the wrong way about a wrong thing about what love is. That's why we always tell people, regardless if you are Muslim, regardless if you are atheist and you call yourself you don't go to church, you don't believe in no God, you are a Christian. Either way it go, you a Christian. Because when I was in school, I remember making them Mother's Day cards. I was happy making them Mother's Day cards for Yaquab. I'll make them cards, go home, run to my mama. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. I remember making them cards so much so that even after I got older, you know what I'm saying? My brother was locked up. I remember I would write cards and I make sure I put his name on it as well, because I thought that this is what love was. That's not love. Love is to keep the Most High's commandments. You know what I'm saying? That's love. Not to eat pork, not to eat crab, not to eat shrimp and lobster. That's love. Not to celebrate Mother's Day like we just had. Not to celebrate Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Not to be running out voting. For a lot of our people, y'all ran out and y'all voted. Been voting for over 60-something years. Voting. Ain't got a damn thing to show for it. But now they done took away that Voting Rights Act. Now they done hit that Voting Rights Act, and now a lot of our folks in the courthouse acting up. They in the courthouse, no justice, no peace. You know what I'm saying? Ready to tear the courthouse down. You feel me? Because in their mind, this is how you love their people. I want to make a better future for my son and my daughter. So this is why I'm going to vote. Why you got to have representation. If you want to make a better future for your son and your daughter, and you Black or Latino or Native Indigenous, you need to be in here in the ISUPK. That's how you make a better future for them. You know what I'm saying? A better future for them isn't having a better seat at Master's table. That's not a better future for them. A better future for them is not telling a white man that, oh, you have to hire them now. If you don't hire them now, that's a quote unquote a violation of this law. So you might not get them tax exemptions that you were looking for. That ain't a better future. That's not a better future. That's not justice, and that's not love. Love is to keep these commandments, and that can be a very hard concept, especially when you first get in this truth, because everything you've ever been taught was to not love. You've been taught your entire life to hate your brothers and your sisters. And you will hear me say that. You will hear other brothers and sisters say something like that, and it'll sound outrageous. You mean tell me I hate my mom? I just bought my mom a big old bouquet of flowers. We went to Red Lobster. I spent about $375 at the Red Lobster this Sunday. What you mean I don't love my mama? Of course I love my mama. That's a hard concept to learn, that if you don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, It's impossible for you to love your mom if she Black, Latino, or Native Indigenous. It's impossible for it. How I know? Because it's what the Bible says, man. It's what the Bible says, and we're gonna get it tonight. Obviously, Yabaka said Salaki. I did too back in the day, bake cakes and all. Most High Christ. That was one of my things back in the day, baking them cakes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to enjoy baking cakes. You know what I'm saying? I used to enjoy baking cakes, but I would do it all, man. I would do it all. Bake cakes, cards, flowers, roses, and you know what the sad part about it is? Most of the time, I didn't have the damn money to do it. Same thing with Christmas. For us being Black, Latino, or Native Indigenous in this empire, most of the time, you really don't even have the damn bread to do it. You don't have the money to do it. But you get out and you go out and you do it because this is what you've been taught that love was when it's not love. You've been taught that was love. So your love lasts a holiday, a season. Because what happens if y'all let me know in the chat? What happens if you don't show it that Mother's Day card for Mother's Day? What happens? What happens if you don't show it that Valentine's Day for that Valentine's Day gift or that Valentine's Day card when it's Valentine's Day in your rib? You know what I'm saying? Y'all done made about 22 babies. Y'all done made about 22 babies, but now it's February 14th. What happens if you don't show it with that card? What happens if you don't show it with that gift? What happens to the love then? Don't the song say after the love is gone? Ain't that what the song say? What happens when you don't show up with that card? Y'all let me know in the chat. Look, Officer Shemagaba here singing them oldies last night in class. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Officer Shemagaba. He taught a great class last night. Damn right. We got some answers rolling in here. Officer Yabaka said, hold on. Okay, Yabaka said the Con saying went broke for a day. You know what I'm saying? When you go broke trying to buy all them damn gifts. You go broke trying to buy them cars. And then when it comes up with stuff that you need, you don't have the resources for it. And you know what I'm saying? Most of us, what we do, we rely or go to do something that we shouldn't be doing. We make it that much easier for these damn devils to get their hands on us because we trying to buy Mother's Day gifts. So now we out there, now we trap style now. You know what I'm saying? Because we trying to do something that the Lord told us not to do to begin with, man. We trying to show love when the Most High told us that wasn't love. You feel me? On what we got, Aqua Vazara say guilt trip. If you're lucky, that's all you get is a guilt trip. If you're lucky, that's all you get is a guilt trip. But that's sister, right? Aqua Vazara say some furniture movement. There's so many brothers and sisters that get put out the house for Mother's Day and for Valentine's Day and for Christmas. They get put out the house. All of a sudden, they're a bad father. All of a sudden, they can't come around the kid. What they say for black men, you ain't shit all of a sudden because you ain't come up with no gift. You've been there all year long. Water running, electricity on, got heat in the house during the wintertime, but now you don't come with these gifts, and all of a sudden you ain't shit now. It's some furniture moving now, like Aqua Faraya said. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, I'm Officer Mislakia. Aqua, I'm down the building. Shalom, y'all shalom, y'all shots. Good to see you, sis. Princess Tazara said your love is probably gonna break up with you. Most time, there you go. Look, that young sister is wise. That young sister is wise. She said, your significant other probably gonna let you go. That's what they tell on the internet nowadays. She gonna let you go. You know what I'm saying? She probably gonna break up with you, and your mother's probably gonna ground you. Well, that's a hardcore mama there. But these mama nowadays, you probably is exactly correct, Princess Tazara. It wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, because this is the world that we live in when love has been perverse, and we see love through the eyes of our oppressor. Love for the oppressor means you making him that much richer. You know what I'm saying? He's fulfilling that profit margin for that quota. That's love for that oppressor. You feel me? That's what they've told us. That's what's been drilled into us. That's why we don't know no better. That's why a young man, 9, 10, 11, 12, he already thinking about paying damn bills. He already thinking about, you know what I'm saying, what his mama couldn't do for him, so he gonna be able to do it when he shouldn't be. We don't even get a chance to be children here in this place because we don't know love. The love of the oppressor takes the love. It takes that love, that nurturing, that caring away from our own children, and we don't even realize it, man. The Bible says that for this is the love of the Most High, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. It shouldn't be hard for you to do what the Lord told you to do. It shouldn't be hard for us to actually love one another. You feel me? Aqua Fry said, you really don't love me. And that's exactly correct. And that's one of the ones I was looking for. You don't love me. That's so love, it ends right there. That's how long it is. The love that we are taught in this world, it lasts for a holiday. It lasts for a holiday. It lasts for a season. It lasts for an erection. That's how long that love lasts in this kingdom, in this empire that we taught today. It lasts until you get some more likes. You know what I'm saying? It lasts until you get more attention from somebody else. It lasts until the money run out. That's how long the love lasts in this empire and in this kingdom here today. When the money run out, the love is gone. You feel me? But that's not what the Bible teaches us. That's not what the Most High teaches us, man. So, but we're going to get it, though. We're going to get it today. So again, love, real love is keeping God's commandments. There's no other way of getting around that. That's how you love. That's how we love one another, is by doing what the Lord said, do, by following these laws, statutes, and commandments. And if you can't do that, you can't love. You feel me? We're going to go to another scripture. If you can't do that, you can't love. Once you learn that, you can learn how to love. We learn how to love one another. But until then, it's impossible for you to love if you're not keeping God's commandments, man. What I'm looking for. All right, most time crazy. Let's get this right here. I wanted to see what we got. Let me see if some of y'all let's get some of these commandments, man. Let's get some of these commandments. Damn right, Aquafkin, y'all. That's awful. That's awful because this is what we've been taught. Folks will be fine. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Living good, fine all year long, 365 days a year. You get to that Valentine's Day, you get to that Christmas, you get to that Mother's Day, and now you outside. Your clothes flying out the damn window now. You know what I'm saying? And that's this oppressor has done this on purpose. Because by adopting and taking on his love, we don't love one another. See, Kevin Hart loved that money. So he can laugh at that joke because he's getting that green love from that oppressor. So it's funny. He's gonna laugh. He's gonna laugh because that's the type of love that he's learned. He's been learned that he's been taught that love is that money, that the economics, that financial. That's love. That ain't love. We should be able to love one another. You know what I'm saying? Don't they even lie with them damn verses say in sickness and health? Don't they lie and say that? They lie saying sickness and health. But then as soon as them pockets get sick, it's a problem. And that's again because of what we learned in this empire, man. That's what we learned in this empire. Love should last longer than a damn paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna have to in order for us to build this kingdom, in order for us to build this empire. You feel me? Officer Yabaka said when his mama passed, my grandma was mad, and I ain't get her a gift for Mother's Day. And I understand and I get that. Because we hold so much value in things that don't have value, something like that, you know what I'm saying? They'll attach themselves to it, and it becomes something that's important and valuable when it really ain't important and it's not valuable because they weren't taught the love of the Most High. And that's one of the things that, you know, coming in here and learning that's a hard thing for a brother or sister to do. I don't say that's no light thing because again, we've been taught wrong our entire lives, man. Our entire lives we've been taught that love was hate. Our entire lives, we've been taught that up was down. Our entire lives, we've been taught that our enemies were our brothers and our sisters. And we've been taught our entire lives that the suffering that we go through, is your fault, Officer Yaquan. It's your fault. Your money ain't long enough. It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? It's your fault. And that's so despicable. That's so despicable, so evil. There's so many children that get molested and abused, and they grow up believing that it's their fault. So much so that they turn it to the damn victimizer. They change their lives and they become them. They become the same person that molested them, the same person that took advantage of them. Why? Because they weren't taught love and they never saw justice for what was done to them. And that's us living in this empire right here. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Fidessa said, I never knew what love was. However, I'm learning now. Most High in Christ, give that sister a hand. And that's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about, being able to come in here and learn. Being able to come in here and learn what it is. Because if you can't never learn what it is, then you will never experience it then, man. You'll never experience it. Some of us are fortunate enough to be a little bit older so you can see the decline. You know what I'm saying? It's an amazing thing to be able to see the decline of our people. We were Officer Bakar out of Baltimore. He put up a picture earlier today on Facebook. And it had to be like out of the 70s, you know what I'm saying? Brothers had these big, beautiful fros, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Brothers were dressed in suits, they had the glasses on, and it was about good 10, 15 of them out there. And he was like, this was the city before the city went to drugs and went to crime. It was a little bit more love then. You know what I'm saying? We were closer to who we were supposed to be as a people. You feel me? But see, that love that even that was in that picture, it had an expiration clock on it. It had a time clock on it. That love lasted the longest till they shipped the drugs in the neighborhood. That love lasted the longest till they got rid of all the companies and the factories, you know what I'm saying, in the city. Once that went away, the love went away. And you see it in you. And I know Officer Yaquab, know Officer Rashamath, know Officer Yabaka, know. Y'all know what Baltimore looked like. Y'all know what Baltimore looked like when we go down there and teach. You don't see no love. You see a lot of addiction. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of addiction. You see a lot of addiction, a lot of crime. You see a lot of pain. You see pain. We be up there teaching. All you see is straight pain. Ain't no love. Ain't no love, because the love that we were taught was temporary. It was temporary, man. Love is not a byproduct of your money and how much money you got, man. Love comes from following these commandments. We follow these commandments, man. We unstoppable. We unbeatable as a people. No matter what the finances is. I could be half broke. Officer Yaqua can be half broke, but damn it, we both half broke. Us together, we got a little something. You know what I'm saying? He half broke, I'm half broke. We get together. At least we ain't broke no damn more. You feel me? And it doesn't matter about that paper. He ain't got to worry about me robbing him, taking his rib. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in his house. He don't have to worry about that. That's invaluable right there. That's something that money can't buy. Money can't buy that in the world. You feel me? I don't have to worry about them robbing me, coming in my crib, stealing from me, stealing my rib. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about him ever selling drugs to my child. That's invaluable. You can't pay for that. You can't put a price tag on that. You know what I'm saying? How many of these stars and these entertainers, you know what I'm saying, you see their lives destroyed. They end up unaliving themselves, you know what I'm saying, as time go on. You want to know why? Because they never got real love before. They were never taught real love. So you can't pay. When them damn demons get to hollering and screaming, and you ain't never been taught how to get rid of them, you know what I'm saying? Money don't get rid of them. You can't do nothing but do some more drugs. You know what I'm saying? Until the drugs wear off. That's all you can do. And that's what this world teaches us. They don't never teach us to actually fix and solve the problem. It's never no solution. You're always just attacking the symptom. Attack the symptom, which really is just ignoring the problem. But here in the ISUPK, what they saying now, what we saying here, we say no cowards and no excuses. You can't run away from your problems in here. You're going to learn how to address and deal with your problems in here. Why? Because that's love. Love is helping my brother address his problems, not giving him a drug so he can just forget about it. I'm going to roll this blunt up so you know what I'm saying. I know you had a hard day. That ain't love. And I done did that back in the world before, thinking that it was love. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that was helping, when really that don't help anything. That just magnifies the problem, and we never fix it. And then we just pass that on down to our children. That ain't love, man. That ain't love. You know what I'm saying? Aquaf, Salakia, Aquaf, okay, now we got Sister Tawana in the building, Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ, good to see you, Sister Shalom. Y'all Shema, y'all Shah, checking in from Chesapeake. You feel me? Aquaf Adessa said she never celebrated holidays since a child, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that. It's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And just right there, you know, I know Aquaf Adessa, you know, since she came up in Islam. That's a good example of how even when people steal or just try to do even if they're not in the truth, even if they're not a part of the Lord, just by them following the laws, some of the laws of the Lord, it shows you how it benefits. Now he loves us. He don't love Muslims. He don't love Arabs. He loves us. So imagine if we did what he told us to do, how much better it would be for us as a doggone people. That's the same thing like with them Jewish folks. Them Jewish folks, now they do a lot of shit wrong. You know, they some straight devils. They some bona fide devils, wicked and evil as it be. But you know one thing that they do, when they loan money to one another, they don't charge no interest. You know what I'm saying? They keep to themselves. You know what I'm saying? If we just did that, we would be better off as a people. We'd be better off as a people. We don't even do that. Matter of fact, that's gonna be the next thing that I get ready to pull up. That's a good little segue into that. Officer Yabakar said Islam got a hold of our people in Baltimore. Heavy. They got a heavy hold of our people in Baltimore. Heavy hold, because they went to that church and that church abandoned them. That church never taught them love. That church never taught them what was in that Bible. When you get to like the 60s and the 70s, our people were looking for an alternative. They were looking for the truth. And they got lied to with that Islam garbage. But they was looking for the truth, but they got lied to and they got led into that burning house. So a lot of our people were heavy into that. They ran from one oppressor to another oppressor, which is what we do. And if you know anything about addiction, If you know anything about addiction, guess what? That's what all addicts do. An addict gonna run from one addiction to another addiction. You're alcoholic, let you try to stop that, get off that bottle. You end up smoking weed. You end up having some other addiction. You know what I'm saying? And the way to really fight that, you need to try to replace that with the truth. Let that truth, become an addict to this damn truth. Become an addict to coming to class. Come an addict to these scriptures. Come an addict to asking questions every time I get in the class. I'm learning more. Become an addict to that. You know what I'm saying? Become an addict to learning what love actually is. What's actually inside of this Bible. That's what you need to replace it with. Unfortunately, we replace it with the wrong things, Officer Yabaka, and that's why you see what you saw in Baltimore. Yeah, they get mad when we get to tossing that Quran around like a damn football. They get mad in Baltimore when we do that, but we gonna keep doing it every damn time. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Friday said there's a true internal peace to being in the truth with our family that really love each other. Damn right. And like I said, I was saying with Officer Yaquab, that's invaluable, man. The love that we taught in this world, it has an expiration limit on it. You know what I'm saying? You might love your children, right? You love your children until you got to go to Sunday dinner. And then the same uncle that molested you, he at the dinner. The love gone now. You take your child to that dinner, because what's going to happen to that child? That's gone now. We don't have to worry about that here inside the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. When we go to events, we let the kids just run and do them. You know what I'm saying? The child got 1,000 daddies around him. He got 1,000 daddies and 2,000 mamas. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 daddies, 2,500 mamas around. We ain't worried about the child. He in safe hands, and we ain't worried about nobody touching the child, molesting the child, hurting the child, mistreating the child. Why? Because we love each other the way the Most High told us to love one another. You know what I mean? All right, but let's get it though. Now, then, of course, Adessa said attitudes and breakup. Exactly. That's how long the love lasts. Until somebody get an attitude. Somebody get an attitude, the love gone. You don't love me no more. Now, it was never supposed to be like that. It was never designed to be that way. You feel me? And let's get it. I want to pull up. I don't know if y'all seen this earlier today. See if I can pull this up for you. There's a little joint that came up. Here we go. Y'all let me know if you see this. I ain't no real big sports fan. Everybody knows that about Officer Yagada. I give a damn about sports. I give a damn about sports. And reading being, I think, is just another distraction. And I know it's a product of oppression, though. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a product of oppression, just like everything else we do in this kingdom. But this popped up online. I don't know if y'all seen this today. The white brides it had a text going around, Officer Yaquab. You see this, Officer Yaquab? Did you see this earlier today?
I saw it, but I didn't read it, sir.
Okay. So what it was is they pretty much got a tutorial on how to snag you a old black NFL player. You know what I'm saying? So they sending this little check, this thread around, you know what I'm saying, teaching each other how you snag you one on. You feel me? This is how you get your old black NFL player. You know what I'm saying? How you can be set, how you can become a millionaire. So this first text reads, "Tell me why my roommate's sister is giving her a full tutorial on how to secure a top athlete and wealth. And all my sister gave me some condoms and $200 for college." This is what the text message is saying, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's go through it real quick. It says, I want a football player, NFL preferably, a tall chocolate one, like you did. I want your life. You know what I'm saying? She says that's easy, but you have to play your cards right. You can't be an emotional little girl. And she goes, teach me. She goes, first rule, he's the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his. That was the first rule she gave, you know what I'm saying, the other white bride. That's the first thing to do. She said, rule number 2, dealing with cheating. Don't look for it. Girls gonna throw themselves at them. Some gonna succeed. And if it's just a fling, let it go. But don't let them get emotionally attached to one of them. You know what I'm saying? She said, P.S. he will. Then this is the part I wanted to kind of focus on. It said he will always be attracted to black girls. Activate that shenane in her by picking at her and let him see it. And he'll ditch her quick. You know what I'm saying? And this kind of goes into what I'm saying. Y'all tell me what did she just tell her just now? Did y'all catch what I just read just now? She said he gonna always be attracted to black girls. Activate that shenane in her by picking at her and let her see it and let him see it. And he'll ditch her quick. You know what I'm saying? This kind of goes to what Aqua Fadessa was just saying. How long did that love last? You know what I'm saying? He always gonna be attracted to his own, but activate that shenane in her. You know what I'm saying? And he'll ditch her quick. You feel me? Shalom, I forget your name, but make sure you put your city, your name in there. At Davis Hayden. I forget your name, brother. You know what I'm saying? But Shalom, good to see you. You know what I'm saying? But just so do y'all catch what she just said just there? You feel me? It's a reason why. Then I wanted to show y'all this. If you look at the Eagles, I remember this picture came out before, right? If you look at, hold up, the Eagles, there you go. If you look right here, this is a picture of the Philadelphia Eagles. These are their wives. Now, again, I'm not a big football fan, right? But I do know it's a bunch of niggas on the Philadelphia Eagles team. I do know it's majority niggas on the Philadelphia Eagles team. I do know I don't see not one sister in this whole damn picture. This is a picture of the wives. You know what I'm saying? From doing the same stuff you just saw in those text messages back there. You feel me? The same stuff you saw in those text messages is the same as the product of what you see right here. They did everything they said. She said in that letter. You know what I'm saying? There's some more stuff she put in that text too. She said, go wild on them when y'all get in the bed. You feel me? She put that in the text message as well. You know what I mean? It's a couple of things she said. You know what I'm saying? In those text messages she put, right. But this is the product of it. So you imagine all of those football players that just on the Philadelphia Eagles team, all those $1 million contracts, right? All those lives being changed. She started out by saying she wanted her life changed, right? She want her life. She want to snatch her $1 million net. You feel me? And they able to do it, right? Because we don't have the love that's inside of that Bible. Those football players, his love was first. Let me go through the comments and see if somebody says it first. You know what I'm saying? See if somebody said it. For Officer Yabaka said, disgusting dogs make me sick. And you and me both. I can imagine what that room smelled like when they took this picture right here. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the fruitcake that they probably made, because you know the white people love fruitcake for the holidays, right? So outside of the fruitcake that they made, I can just imagine what that damn room smelled like that. Because they don't like to wash. They don't. Go ahead, Officer Yaquan.
You want to know something that's so crazy? What I was just looking at, and what I'm looking at in this picture, and what that Edomite wrote. These white women, they know how to play their cards. But I was sitting here just looking at this picture, and I'm sitting here like, it's only white women in this picture, and the real reason why is because a black woman can't even play her role right with a black man with money. She just don't care. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that's why that last part just make her talk about that Shanae. Bring that Shanae out about her. And that's the way she's able to keep a black man away from a black woman, because you know what he gonna see? She don't care if I got money or not. She's gonna be loud. She's gonna be disrespectful. She's not going to honor me at all. She ain't gonna put up with nothing. She just want to get my money and then take whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, it's crazy, man. Like it's like this class heavy, man, because that's what we need: love. We need to love and respect each other. You know what I'm saying? And to the end, this is what's gonna happen. And I guarantee you, half of them white women belong to some Negroes on that team.
Facts. All of them do. Damn right. Get it, brother.
The white football players, man, they ain't got no wives, man. Facts. They ain't trying to marry none of them. They mom and daddy making sure they don't marry them.
They're right. They're right. Facts. No, they're right. Give him a hand. You absolutely correct, and you absolutely hit it on the head. That text. That's a two-way street. It's a reason why she can activate that Shanae in, like the brother said, because you know how that sister's going to react. That sister love is temporary, just like that brother's love for her is temporary. His love for her is gonna last as long until she get loud. It's gonna last about as long as till she catch an attitude. It's about as long as the first time she embarrass him and cuss him out. And you ain't this. You think your money mean that. About the first time that love is gone, it's out the window. You know what I'm saying? And for her on the flip side of that, you feel me? That love for that sister is first time he tell her to do something. That love going out the damn window. You tell me what to do. You know, she don't mind laying down when you say lay down. She'll do that. Or she'll do that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to, I don't need you to wear this when you come to the game. I don't need you to say that. You see them in front of my friends, don't say that. Oh, that love gonna go out the window because you ain't her daddy. You don't tell her what to do. You ain't her daddy. You don't tell her what to do. Go ahead, Officer Yaquan.
Thank you, sir. Man, listen, man, you just said it again. The sister, yeah, you will lay down, but guess what? This white woman, She ain't just gonna lay down. She gonna let him do whatever he want to do out there, and she gonna sleep with who he want her to sleep with. I guarantee you, half them women right there done slept with each other and them been swapped with their husbands.
Damn right. Damn right.
So, like, and that's the thing, man. It took like it, man. Keep going out of one. So
nah, you wild. Nah, both sides crack. Go ahead. It's a heavy topic, man. And it's heavy because again, we were never taught how to love one another. And because we were only taught the love that this oppressor taught us, it makes it easy for that oppressor to fool you, to trick you, to lie to you. They'll lie to you and say, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna do this on the vote this time, and you all starry-eyed, you in love all over again. You forget the 60 years before when you ain't got shit for your vote. You forget all about it. He'll forget, she'll smile, jump in the bed with him, ignore his other girlfriends, say what you need me to do. You know what I'm saying? He'll forget that at one point in time, she was the one buying him off the auction block. Officer Mataz Zachariah bought that out in one of his classes. You had more white women that was owning slaves and buying slaves and had slaves than you did the men in some parts of the country. You feel me? So he'll forget about all that to go out the window. He'll forget all about that. Why? Because again, we're looking at love through the eyes of this oppressor. So everything you're saying is absolutely correct. When love really shouldn't have no expiration on it, because we should be loving according to the Bible, according to what the Bible says. And if we were doing what this Bible say, it would avoid all of this. You imagine how many children's and how many families' lives. Right there in this picture, you got about 20 Edomites. That's 20 families. 20 families is not 20 black families. There's not millionaires now. You feel me? That's 20 black families that shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, have to rely on selling drugs. Shouldn't have to worry about the bills being paid. Shouldn't have to worry about finding a good school to send their children. Shouldn't have to. At least that economic part should be fixed for about 20 families right there. But that's gone. That money going right back to the oppressor. Right back to the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? That inheritance that the Bible talks about, it goes right back to the oppressor. And this is why it's so important to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, because that's real love. And their mind and that brother they married to, they feel like they love these sisters. These devils, Salakia. They feel like they love these damn devils. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't love. People don't get those resources. Those people don't get their resources. They in a family now. Their cousin's gonna have to hope he get an NFL contract too, because all that money that would have came to the family, that's going to Becky now. That's going to Kate. You feel me? What we got? Officer Yabakar said she forgot to say how they gonna call the cops when they get mad. Oh yeah, they all that goes out the window. They don't call the police when they get mad, and that's something that both sides do. You feel me? Because they've learned from that oppressor. But that sister, you know what I'm saying? The thing about her calling the cops when she get mad, that cop might come there and unalive both of y'all. That white woman ain't never got to worry about that. It's easier for her to be this is nice and ignore the world and cater to just your needs. She's never been through 400 years of slavery. She was never, you know what I'm saying, sold on no auction block nowhere. She was never told, you know what I'm saying, you can't come in here wearing your hair like that if you want to have a profession. She ain't never go through anything that those sisters went through. You feel me? And that's why it's easier for her to play the role, per se. It's easy for her to play the role. You feel me? But I want to get a couple scriptures to back up what I'm saying. How, again, if we was to follow the love that the Most High gave us, we would avoid this. You know what I mean? Aquaf Rod said the oppressor taught black women to strive to be the man. Absolutely. Get that sister hand. That's what they taught the woman. They taught that woman to be the man, and they taught the man to be soft. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that white woman to get down with any and everybody. Everybody knows that. But one of the things she said in her text messages, she said, make sure you don't cheat. And matter of fact, let me read that before I pull the picture down, right? Let me show you this part, Officer Yaquab. You're going to trip off this right here. I think it's like rule number 4. Yeah, there it is. I bet. So, okay, where is that? She said, for rule number 3, be an asset to him. Fold his clothes, buy and bring him his food, do his homework, completely integrate yourself in his life so where he can't function without you. See, that's another way that they get us. See, that oppressor don't mind you being a child, throwing that ball and making that $1 million for the rest of your life. She's going to become your mommy all over again. You see what I'm saying? When that Bible requires us to be men, and we're supposed to be the head of that house. So it's twofold. You feel me? Rule number 4: don't embarrass him. Don't cheat. Don't text other men. His cute friends and teammates, don't try it. Ignore it, just in case the relationship goes south. Another athlete will see you as gold. So even though, even though she said don't cheat, Officer Yaquab, you know why she said don't cheat? She's saying don't cheat so you can snatch the next one up. So his friends gonna be like, oh, he was with Becky the whole time, and I tried it, and she never went. She never went like all the other white girls did. This one didn't go. She must be one of the good ones. Ain't that what we say? When we find the oppressor that we like, she must be one of the good ones. Oh, Bob at work. Bob says hi to me every morning. He brings me a cup of coffee. Look, Bob is one of the good ones. We love that. We neglect or we forget what that Bible said. The Bible says the wicked go astray as soon as they be born. Speaking lies. You know, we forget all about that because we were never taught that. We were never taught that we was going to be sold to our enemies. Go ahead, Officer Yaquab.
Okay, sir. You want to know the family of white women that is predominant and successful with that right
Kardashians.
Now? The Kardashians. That's their rules.
They're
Those
right.
are their rules right now.
They're right. Snatching millionaires.
That's
right.
exactly how the Kardashians live. Kim Kardashian is the most successful woman when it comes to dating celebrities.
Yep.
She has not dated a nigga that ain't nobody that has not had immense wealth. Not one person. Not one. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing she had to do was do exactly what those things said. How do we know? She was with Ray J. What happened? She let the sex tape leak, right? After Ray J leave, guess who she get with? Reggie Bush.
Yep.
Reggie Bush hurry up and get out of there. Who she end up with? She end up with some other dude. And to get all the way down until she hit the real jackpot.
Get that jackpot with Kanye.
Kanye West. She gave him babies.
Yep.
She gave him babies.
And look, that's part of it too, Officer Yaquab. They mentioned once you get pregnant, get you a couple little ones, and you on that line, the joint say you're set for life. Because they know that. You're set for life now. Now you got babies. Now you straight. Now even if he do leave and if y'all did it, you don't get to get half. Now you getting 100,000 every month. You set for life now. For at least the next 18 years, you're set for life. And this is how they play us, man. Rule 5 say go completely wild on them in bed. Use throat spray. I ain't never heard no bride say no shit like that. She said use throat spray and do any and everything. Be spontaneous. Make it go down anytime and anywhere. So everybody knows she a 304, but she's gonna be his 304. And that's all part of the illusion. You know what I'm saying? That's all part of the illusion, part of the love. Part of the love that they give you, the love that we've been taught to look for and accept and want, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to a couple of scriptures though, man. Let's get to a couple of scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yabaka says the sister can learn to shut her mouth, the dog can't learn how to be by side. Get that brother They are right. But see what Officer Yabaka is talking about is real love, though. He's talking about real love. He's talking about compromise. He's talking about patience. See, love is patience. Everybody know that. Everybody know Corinthians, right? They know that Corinthians. You know what I'm saying? Love is patient. Love is long suffering. Love is kind. But don't none of us practice it because we really don't know what love is. It just sounds good. It sounds good when the pastor said at the wedding, you know what I'm saying, that they done spent $15,000 on. You know what I mean? But can't nobody pay their goddamn rent next month. It sounds great. Sounds good. We ain't got no money for the child to go to college, but we had a nice wedding though. Because we practicing and doing love the way this oppressor done told us. You feel me? But that brother is absolutely correct. Aqua Fry said that's a lot of sisters replaced. With no brothers to lead and protect them. And she's absolutely correct. That's what you see in that picture. That's what you see in that picture. For every white bride you see in that picture, you know what I'm saying? That's a good at least two to three. So at least 40 to 45 to 50 sisters that ain't got no man now. They don't get no man now. Because Becky ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? Becky ain't going for you. Now that might sound good until you get that ring on your finger. Once that ring on your finger and you done popped out some kids, yeah, all that having the mistress and side piece, that goes out the window, especially if she's Shanae. You feel me? So again, she's absolutely correct with that. Let's get a couple of scriptures though, man. So let me stop this. Yeah, let me stop this. I'm trying to see if there's any more pictures if I can close that out. Oh, there is one more thing I want to show you as well. So I'm gonna keep that. I'll keep that up for right now. First scripture I want to get. Shout out young man Shep in the building. Most High in Christ. Yabashim Shabakatah. Young man Shep in the building. All right. So we went over. You know what I'm saying? What love actually is. I want to get. Let's get second Ezra's, man. We're gonna go into the Apocrypha real quick. We're going to the Apocrypha. We always pull Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Which is important, but we're gonna pull that precept that goes with Deuteronomy 7 and 3. We always pull Deuteronomy 7 and 3, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But we're gonna go to First Ezra, chapter 8, verse 85. I think it's First Ezra 8 and 85, if I'm not mistaken. See, it's wisdom, it's real wisdom inside of this Bible, because this Bible teaches us how to really love one another. It teaches us how to really love one another. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it's 8 and 84, but we're going to go to 85. Go ahead and get this up on the screen right here now, because somebody else might be looking. I know we got some, you know what I'm saying, is going to look at it. If they're not in the chat now and being quiet, they're going to come out and say it later on, Officer Yaquab. They'll say it after the video is up and posted. That's his business. What they got to do with you? You're just being a hater. That's his business. Why you worried about it? You just being a hater, because that's the love that this place has taught us. America done taught us that love is an individual thing. They done taught us love is an individual thing. It's about me and mine, and why you worried about who I married? I'm happy. Ain't that what they say? I'm happy. I'm happy. They done taught us that love is just being happy. I know a whole bunch of crackheads that's real happy when they getting high. They happy. They happy as I don't know what when they getting high. Officer Yaquab. I ain't never seen nobody nothing happier than when a crackhead when he first hit that rock. You let him when he first hit it. They would go into they turn into a space cadet. They are in a world of, you know what I'm saying, of appreciation, in a world of happiness. You know what I mean? If that's the goal, well, we all should just go out and find the local dope man and get hired in. That makes no sense, but it does make sense for this oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Happiness can't be the goal. It's a lot of sisters that break up their homes up because they're not happy no more. And it's such a childish thing when you come in here and you actually learn the truth. You feel me? It's such a childish thing. Anybody out there that got children, you know what I'm saying? Your children are happy when they're eating candy. And they're eating candy and they're eating cake and they're drinking pop and soda and stuff. They're very happy. But then when it's time to go to that dentist, and that dentist say your child got 52 cavities, that smile turns into a frown, don't it? It turns into a frown now. You know what I'm saying? Now, because now you got to go in there and dig all them damn teeth out. You feel me? It turns into a frown because, again, you can't live your life trying to be happy all the time. That's not realistic. It's not realistic. Even for a child, it's not realistic. As a parent, right? If you love that child, you better make that child unhappy from time to time. If you love that child, you're going to make that child unhappy from time to time. Y'all let me know in the chat. Has your parents made you unhappy from time to time? When you wanted to do this and you wanted to do that, and mom and daddy said, hell no, you won't be doing that. I done seen so many. This is prom season. You know what I'm saying? And Princess Tazara had a beautiful picture. And you give that a hand, a beautiful picture online. Modest, just as beautiful. She wanted to get to be in the picture for prom, but I done seen some other pictures where the young sisters ain't got no clothes on. I don't understand how it's not classified as child what they call CSAM, child sexual adult material. I don't understand how it's not classified as it, because these is children. They're not 21. You know what I'm saying? With no damn clothes on. No clothes on, out there with stacks of money doing this shit here, Officer Yaquab. You feel me? And those are the prom pictures. Why? Because the parents want to make sure that they're happy. Because for the parents, this is how you love them. They want to make sure that they happy. You can't chase your life after happiness. You can't chase your life after happiness the whole time. That's not love. That's foolish and that's unwise. It's the reason why a lot of us are either in a jail cell somewhere or in somebody's grave right now, chasing happiness. Or while a majority of us grow up and we don't have no father because the mama wasn't happy no damn more. So you don't get to grow up with your daddy. You don't get to grow up knowing your father. You know what I'm saying? Because she wanted to be happy. That ain't love. And we can't live our lives chasing happiness. You know what I'm saying? Mark Farad says it's not happening in the Corral house. Most High Christ. I already know how Officer Matazar Corral get down. Officer Matazar Corral don't mind hurting nobody's feelings. Officer Yaquad. He did not mind saying no. You know what I'm saying? He does not mind it at all. I know Officer Yarasha Mouth don't mind hurting no damn feelings. You know what I'm saying? He don't mind saying no. I know Officer Yabaka don't mind saying no when it's time to say no. Officer Yaquab, I know you don't mind telling somebody no, telling them ribs no, telling them damn children no when this ain't the time and this ain't happening right now. Sometimes you're gonna have to say no. That's love. The Bible says rebuke or correction. That's love. That's real love. If you can't correct a brother or sister, you don't love that brother or sister. You don't love them. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get it right here. You know what I'm saying? Most times, you know, and then yonder by Princess Tazara, beautiful pictures, and she's fully clothed. And so many of these, and I've seen them get worse and worse each year. Each year, I see these damn prom pictures get worse and worse, worse and worse. No damn clothes on. One sister had a straight see-through dress on, wasn't nothing covered up but the nipples. Everything else exposed. How you seen your child out the damn door like that? But you're trying to make sure that she's happy. Trying to make sure she's happy. You can't live your life chasing happiness. That's what this oppressor taught us, because this oppressor taught us that love is being happy. Love is being happy. Them brothers that you saw, that brother you saw hugged up with that white broad, all them white women on them stage with their black husband, them millionaire husband. Oh, they happy. They happy. But that ain't love according to these scriptures right here. You know what I'm saying? Aqua said, I give it to her. She chose modesty because she knows how the Bible says she should carry herself. And get out of hand. That's love. That's love right there. You have so many of our children that don't respect the parents, love the parents. I saw a picture of Officer Yaquad, broke my heart. This young girl, because I grew up around my grandma for the most part, and a lot of us did, grew up with our grandmas, right? And this young girl turned around, grandma told her she couldn't do something. I mean, got the wailing on the grandma like they was two niggas in the street. And, you know, for us, one point in time, you didn't see things like that from our people. But the longer we're around this oppressor, the more and more we act like him. We adopt his ways. We adopt his culture. We adopt his way of life. Young girl just got the wailing on the grandma. Sad part, there was another little one in the background. I guess a little sister or whatever. And she jumping up and down like she watching a damn WWE event, which told me that this wasn't the first time that this done happened. You know what I'm saying? Sad. And reason being, we are trying to teach our children to love the way that the white man taught us how to love. And that love is not love. It's actually hate. It's hate. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yabakar said you couldn't even get in our prom. No, exactly. That you couldn't even get in the prom back in the day. They would stop you at the door. In most places nowadays, now it's wide open nowadays. It's wide open nowadays because that's this kingdom. That's this empire. That's what this empire has always been. It's just that the facade is coming off. That's all. The love of this real empire is starting to show now. The facade is coming off. That what they put up, it's starting to come off. The love that this place knew, the morality that America knew, that came from blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous people. That's where it comes from. That whole idea and motto and the fake America, that American dream that they teach you, that they drilled in your head, that comes from blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous. What made America great was actually trying to give us the freedom that they stole from us in the damn beginning. That's what made America attractive and great. Otherwise, it would have been just like all the other empires. It all comes from us. But the less and less we fade out and we become more and more like them, well, now you can go to the prom dress how you want to dress. You can go to the prom with just your nipples covered and you tawab. You know what I'm saying? Tazara said she saw a lot of people wearing short dresses and their shoulders weren't covered. And look, that's the norm nowadays, unfortunately. And it's because we in this kingdom and we've learned to be like them, just like we've learned what love is from them. This is First Ezra chapter 8 and verse 84. Now, like I said, we always read Deuteronomy 7:3, and this is a precept of Deuteronomy 7:3. For anybody that's out there watching First Ezra, this is found in the Apocrypha. All right, this is found in those 14 books that they took out of the Bible. A lot of your actual history, your biblical history is going to be contained inside of this Apocrypha, which is one of the main reasons why you didn't see it on this side of the earth right here. They spent a lot of money, time, and resources to keep our identity from us, to keep who we were from us. They only gave us a slave Bible during slavery times. Why? Because they didn't want us to know that this Bible is freedom. It's real liberation. They didn't want us to know that. And the only reason they say that, don't be fooled with these new lies nowadays. Slavery never existed. Well, we just didn't know how to read. Slaves knew how to read better than the damn slave master. Of course they could read. Who you think was going to the store buying everything, making all the figures, making all the adventures on the field? We went to that Passover where we went to in Durham, was it Durham? Or was it? I think it may no, matter of fact, it was Raleigh. I think the Passover we went when we were in Raleigh, we went to Stagville Plantation. And we go out to the slave quarters. You know who built the slave quarters? The slaves. You know who built all the rakes and built all the shovel and built the barn and built everything that was out there? The slaves. And it was so smart, right, Officer Yaquab? They didn't want to give them real tools and real nails and shit, right? So you would see them actually make nails and stuff out of wood, or make it with you know what I'm saying? They would make it without the real tools that everybody else had. And they still were able to make these barns, and they were still standing when we went there for the Passover, Officer Yaquab. It's buildings right now in the damn hood has been falling apart. They just built them in the 50s and the 60s, and they gone already. So you can't tell me that we didn't know how to read. Yeah, we knew how to read. Of course we did. They just didn't want us to read this Bible. They didn't want us to know the truth of this Bible, because this Bible is real freedom. It's real liberation. It'll get that slave mind out you. You'll understand and learn that, oh, it's a remedy for this damn oppressor. It's a remedy for this oppressor. All we got to do is follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. We didn't have no army when we walked out of Egypt. We ain't had we didn't have no nukes. We ain't had no stealth bombers. We ain't had no jets, no drones. We had none of that when we walked up out of Egypt. All we had Moses telling us to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Come back to the Lord. The Lord said do this, so we did that. The Lord said don't do that, and we didn't do that. Put that blood over the doorpost, and we did it like He said. Us being obedient. Us learning to be obedient to the Lord, like these scriptures say, real love, that freed us from that oppressor. And that's why this devil never wanted you to learn what was inside of this Bible. This is First Ezra chapter 8, verse 84. It says, therefore now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons. We're not supposed to be giving our daughters to them. It shouldn't be no damn Venus and Serena Williams. You know what I'm saying? Laid over with these damn devils. That's a sin according to the Lord. The Lord is telling us right here not to do it. We learned in the very beginning in 1 John 5:3, love is to keep these commandments. Well, this is one of them. Therefore, now shall you not join your daughters unto their sons. Neither shall ye take their daughters unto your sons. The Lord is telling us how to actually love one another. So it's bigger than just you as an individual. It's bigger than you just by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want to know how long love is? Love is longer than, damn it, you and your individual experience. It's longer than that. It's deeper than that. It's more important than that. You know what I'm saying? I think I heard Officer Yaquab said at one point, you need to get over yourself. This damn oppressor done called us to get hung up on ourselves. So we don't care about each other as a nation. We don't care about each other as a people. You know what I'm saying? That's a true tool and a weapon of this oppressor. Just how brotherhood is a weapon, like we say in here and we live in here. You know what I'm saying? We make it come to life in here. Brotherhood is a weapon. Well, you being a damn individual, that's a weapon too. It's just a weapon against your people. It's a weapon against yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the next verse. Let's go to verse 85. It says, moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them. We seek to have peace with them. You know what I'm saying? We seek to have peace with them. We join our sons to their damn daughters, giving away everything that we don't work for. Come out the damn hood. You're finally a millionaire. You finally got some money in your pocket. You take that and give it right back to the oppressor. Right back to the oppressor. We never learn how to deal with one another. You don't deal with her mouth. You don't deal with her attitude. You don't teach and show her what love is, so she can never learn. She don't learn how to deal with being told what to do. She don't learn what a real man is supposed to do, his real role, his real function. So she goes in without a head for the rest of her life. I see so many sisters online, you know what I'm saying, getting into it with the cop, out there fighting like damn MMA fighters. Like MMA fight. They got a whole show for it called Baddies. You know what I'm saying? A whole damn show with just our sisters on there fighting like damn MMA fighters. Because there is no head and there is no love. But when they get those checks, for them Officer Yaquab, that's love. They paid. For them, that's love. They paid. Not caring how it destroys the next set of young sisters that grew up watching this mess. They don't care. They don't care. It says, moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them, that ye may be strong. This is the reason why the Lord told us not to join our sons and daughters with their sons and daughters. So we'll be strong. So that picture you saw with them millionaire wives, with they black millionaire NFL husbands, they make the rest of the nation weak. That brother's weak. He may have a lot of money, but that brother's weak. And he makes other brothers weak. And he makes other sisters weak. It's other sisters that don't have no head now because he was weak and he couldn't take her on. You feel me? So he makes them weak and he's weak. The Bible is teaching us how to be strong. Being strong, that's what love is. Love will make you strong. Love makes you strong. You know what I'm saying? It says, and to eat the good things of the land, and that ye may leave the inheritance of the land unto your children forevermore. Whatever those brothers make for the Philadelphia Eagles, though, that inheritance doesn't go to, you know what I'm saying, to his children. That inheritance goes to her family. And they can give a damn about us. They can give a damn about us. This is how we be strong, by following these laws, statutes, and commandments. And our love is supposed to be longer. It's supposed to be longer than just us individually. It's supposed to be for the nation. It can't just be for you. If I just love me and I just love me and mine, ain't that what they say, me and mine? That means I really don't love me and mine. Let that sink in for a second. If I just love me and mine, I'm taking care of me and mine, me and my kids, me and mine, me and mine, me and mine. I don't love me and mine because me and mine is a part and connected to the rest of the nation. Me and mine is connected to other blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous. I've seen so many, you know what I'm saying? I done said it several times, but it pissed me off though, Officer Yaquad, when ICE first started going around rounding up our Latino brothers and sisters. I saw so many weak niggas online making jokes about it and laughing about it. But guess what? Now they snatching up brothers now. Now ICE is snatching up brothers. There was a video that came out, you know what I'm saying, last week, this weekend, where they took a brother out the hospital in New York City. I think the brother was Haitian or something, but snatched him, drug him out the damn hospital so he can go be deported. Why? Because when it was time for us to love one another and stick together to one another, nah, we shamed our Latino brothers and sisters. We laughed at them. We ridiculed them. Ha ha, look at Jose. Ha ha, look at Jose. Oh, well, they voted for him. They voted for him. Well, guess what? You voted for Obama. And now your sons are sodomites. Your sons are sodomites and your daughters got scrap-ons because you voted for Obama. You voted for Clinton. You voted for Clinton. And what do you do? 3 strikes and you're out. Brothers getting caught up on their third charge for something simple. Now they going for the rest of their damn life in jail. You voted for Joe Biden. He was the author of that bill called the Super Predators. Super Predators. It's easy to look at our brothers and sisters and point fingers and not realize we all in the same damn boat together. And we were never taught how to love one another. Love's supposed to be longer than an election cycle. You know what I'm saying? Love's supposed to be longer than the elections. Care who they voted for. Them still your damn brothers and your sisters. Still your brothers. We all have been seduced by this damn oppressor. All of us have been seduced by this oppressor. With his money, with his fame, with his fortune. We've all been seduced by him. Not knowing what love actually was. But let's get a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more. Where I want to go. Let's go to... Let's do that. Let's for us, right? For us, right? Love is so important, and it's so important for us to know what love is, right? Reason being, the only reason that we still got a fighting chance is because the Most High loved us. That's the only reason we still got a fighting chance. And if the Most High loved us the way that we love, He would have been gave up on us. He would have been turned his back on us as adulterous as we have been. As disobedient as we've been as children, as wicked as we have been to the Most High and to one another. He would have been left us, but because He loves us, He didn't. We're going to go to 1 John. We can go to 1 John and 4, man. Let's go to 1 John and 4. Let's see what love actually is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what love actually is. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Fidessa says, setting up the stage, she did beautiful. Most on Christ. And that's something that, you know what I'm saying, again, that's a beautiful thing. And that comes from the love of all of us. Princess Tazariah is able to be stronger. Why? Because y'all love her. Y'all love the Most High because we all come to class. That makes everybody in the nation strong, man. We benefit, everybody benefits. We benefit each other when we actually love one another like we supposed to. You feel me? That's why we love and admire Commander Junior Hanna so much for what he did, for that sacrifice he made. You imagine having to do something all by yourself when the whole world tell you that you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? He had to love the Most High all by himself. Well, the whole purpose of this love is so we don't have to be alone. We can fight together. We be strong together. You feel me? That's what we doing here, man. I'm gonna start with First John. I'm gonna start with verse. I want to start with verse. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's start with verse 1. I'm gonna start with verse 1, but I'm gonna work my way down because I really want to get to the end where it starts to talk about about love. But I'm gonna start with verse 1 though. It says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High, whether they are of God, because many false prophets are going out into the world." We get spent, we get sent off, we get lied to, fooled, and bamboozled each time because we don't try the spirit to see if it's of the Most High. And the Most High is love. We're gonna get there when we get down to the end. It's not of love, but we don't try those spirits. Nobody checked or tried Martin Luther King to see if what he was saying was actually of God. Nobody did that. We just went with it because it sounded good. Nobody checked to see if what Jesse Jackson was saying was actually of God. We just went with it because it sounded good. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. We don't try the spirit like the Most High say. We've abandoned real knowledge and wisdom for the knowledge and wisdom of this world. Officer Yabaka said there's no greater gift or honor you can do for your mother or father than obeying the laws of the Most High. Get that brother a hand. Get that brother a hand, because that's absolutely that's correct. And that Bible talks about honoring your mother and your father. That's how you honor your mother and your father, by following these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to verse 2. Verse 2 says, "Hereby know you the spirit of the Most High. Every spirit that confesses that Christ is come in the flesh of the Most High." That's how, again, how you know that the Christian church don't love. Christian church don't love you. Why? Because it said you can prove it's proving it right here. It says that every spirit that confesses that Yahushua is come in the flesh is of the Most High. Well, the Christian church said that he's a God. And then what the church say? Don't the church say that Jesus is God? They got a whole slogan in the sand that say that. Don't they say Jesus is God? It said right here, he came in the flesh. And it says that if that spirit don't confess that he came in the flesh, they not of God. They not of love. They don't love you. This is how you can tell what love really is. You know what I'm saying? They should be telling you that Christ is the Son of God. He came in the flesh. The scripture say he was born just like it would behoove him to be born, just like his brothers. Just like his brothers. You know what I'm saying? Well, the church tell you that he's God, right? Islam tell you that he's not even the Son of God. Islam tell you he's a prophet. This is how you can check, and this is how you check, you know what I'm saying, the spirit of if it's really love or not. Christianity isn't love. Islam isn't love. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the next verse. It says, "And every spirit that confesses not that Yahushua is come in the flesh is not of God." These are these fake Israelite groups. You know what I'm saying? These churches, the Islam, Christianity, none of them are of the Most High. None of them are of love. None of them love us. It's impossible for them to love us. You know what I'm saying? It says that is the spirit of the Antichrist, whereof you have heard that it should come and now already is in the world. But now I want to skip down, right? Let me go back to the chapter. Now I want to skip down. Let's go to, hold on. I want to go to 7. Yeah, let's skip down. Let's go to number 7. Because again, we talking about love, right? Let's get it. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 7. Aquafadessa said that American dream is a nightmare. That American dream is a nightmare. But Martin Luther King told us that's love. This is love right here. This American dream. Then he got to the very end. And told you, I think I done send my people into a burning building. Well, how long was his love? His love was about long enough till that money started drying up. About long enough until his conscience kicked in. Then it stopped. Now we going into a burning building. You feel me? Your love can't be temporary. It can't be for a season. The Most High calls for our love to be forever, man. This love we supposed to have for each other is supposed to be forever. These laws, statutes, and commandments, they never supposed to end. They never supposed to end. This is why we're going through the stuff that we're going through now, so that when we finally do get it back right, When we finally do get it back right, you're gonna have some solid priests and prophets of the Lord that is never, ever, ever willing to go back to this way we living right now. Never again. You know what I'm saying? Never. It's gonna be damn t-shirts. Never again. You feel me? Let anything come back into the earth sounding like this damn place we in now. It's getting gone immediately, Officer Yaquab. Immediately. You know what I'm saying? Never again. Never again. We're gonna love the way that the Lord told us to. It says, beloved, let us love one another, for love is of the Most High. Love is of God. This is how you know what love is. How you have the rest of the world telling you what love is when it's telling you right here in 1 John 4:7, love is of God. That's where love comes from. That is love. With as much as we've whored out and been adulterous to the Most High, it should have been let us go. Should have been let us go. Had no reason to hold us on. You imagine all those times we was in that church, dressed in damn bow ties, you know what I'm saying, shiny shoes, you know what I'm saying, holding on the Most High. Holding on him, doing everything he told us not to do. Serving other gods. Wasn't that one of the first damn commandments? Not to go in there and serve other gods. You serving all kinds of other gods in that church. You don't love the Most High, and you can't love yourself according to 1 John 5:3, 1 John 5:2. Why? Because you're not keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments. He told you not to serve other gods. All those times we went in that church serving other gods. Went into Islam serving other gods. Went into Buddhism serving other gods. You know what I'm saying? I put up a post the other day with Commander Junior Hunter speaking outside of Joe Jackson house. It's a nigga in that dance. I make it come. It's a dude jump on the post, right? He obviously Yaquab, you can look on that right now. This nigga jumped on there. He commented 51 times. 51 times he commented on. He posting picture after picture. And the light-skinned people is the people of God. And we don't all this nonsense. So much so when I got to the very end of it, all I said was, you and that nigga need help. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that back there dancing with Commander Junior Hunter is speaking, and y'all both need help. All them times we done been adulterous, man, following this and that and any and everything else the white man done threw out. Everything except for what the Lord said to do. And the Lord still loves us. Still loves us. Why? Because the Most High, it says, for love is of God. Still love us. And everyone that loveth is born of God. You can't love if you haven't came in here and been reborn again, because you never was taught in the world. You weren't taught that first time around. You weren't taught that first round. A baby get to crying and hollering. Everybody break their neck to make sure that baby get everything he wants. You learn to raise hell from the day when you get here. First day you get here. You don't care about nobody else when you're a baby. You don't care about you and your own needs. You care about that bottle and being fed and being whole, being held, and don't let you have no spoil mother, no spoil father. You really don't give a damn about nobody getting no rest the next day before they go to work. None of the above. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to love. You have to be taught. And we've been raised and taught by this world, man. This world didn't teach us how to love one another. It taught us how to love this empire. Go ahead, Officer Yaquab.
Like this, sir. If I could, just to piggyback on what you said. Like a lot of people still don't won't even really understand what you just broke down if they don't go to the beginning. If they understand, you know what I'm saying, the love of God was to never have to hurt us. He never wanted to hurt us. That's what that knowledge of the tree of good and evil was. You understand what I'm saying? If we just love the Most High by following Him and loved each other by doing what He told us to do, how to treat each other, then He would do right by us. Fact. So it's all about just doing right by each other. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy that you brought that up, man, because you're supposed to do that forever.
Damn right.
I'm saying, so that's right. Every topic you bring up.
Get out of hand. Now you absolutely correct, man. You absolutely correct. It was never intended for the Most High to have to hurt us the way that He did, man. We had everything in the Garden of Eden. We had everything. We had paradise. All we had to do was listen. That's it. And like what the brother just said, it's so heavy. If you have a child, that child do what you say do. You got some kids don't never get that grow up and never get a whooping. You know what I'm saying? Grow up and never been on punishment. They just didn't know. The mama said do this, so I did it. Daddy said do this, so I did it. You feel me? So they never had to learn that other side. You know what I'm saying? But for us, we the ones went against the Most High, man. So we had to learn the other side, but that was never the intent to begin with. And if He didn't love us, He would have never corrected us to begin with. That's the other part. He wouldn't have corrected us if He didn't. You know, a bad parent let their child do anything they want. Why? Because it's easier for them. I don't have to deal with it. I done seen that so many times, man. And when you young, you know what I'm saying? When you young, it can throw you off because you would think I grew up with like friends, right? Where they didn't have no curfew, Officer Yaquat. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had no curfew. You feel me? And I used to think, oh man, this nigga got it made. My mama stayed on my neck. You know what I'm saying? Stayed on my neck. I brought home a C, and I was on punishment for the whole summer. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Whole summer. The park was right across the street. I would look out the window. I see everybody up there hooping. I got better grades than all these niggas, you know what I'm saying? But I'm on punishment the whole summer. And I would think that they had it so much better than me. And one of my friends, his name was Angel. That's crazy. His name was Angel, right? I'll never forget going to his crib. And it was one of them joints we had a little sock hop or one of the little dances or whatever, right? And normally I couldn't go nowhere. My mom had said I could go. Matter of fact, I couldn't go there. I think I was sneaking to go to this joint, right? And I get there. And again, his mama wide open, do what you want to do. And I never forget, we went up in the crib, right? And wasn't nobody there. Or matter of fact, she was on her way out. She on her way out. She got a date. She going with some nigga, you know what I'm saying? And it seemed cool, you know, at first, because he can do whatever he want. If I want to stay over there, stay the night, it was cool. I think I stayed the night that night because I was sneaking out anyway, right? And she never came home that night. And you could see it then. I saw the other side then. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is why he can do whatever he wants. She ain't never hear any damn way. This is why he talked to her like he a grown man in the crib. Because she ain't never here anyway. You know what I'm saying? He come home, ain't no food at the crib when he get home. You better find something while you out there or you won't eat nothing. You feel me? While you grow up thinking that correction, that rebuke is so evil and so wrong being in this empire. But in reality, that's love. If you don't love something, you're not gonna correct it. You're not gonna make sure it's right. You're not gonna keep it in order. You feel me? Real love is correction. It's correction. It's rebuke. It's order. It's discipline, which is what the Lord was trying to establish with us from the very beginning. So you're absolutely correct, Officer Yaquab. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yabakar said, I be flowing with these scripts. Nah, most time Christ, the water to you, Officer Yabakar. You know what I'm saying? The water to you. You feel me? That's Officer Rashamath, and that's Captain Naftas Shah, and that's Commander Junior Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for them holding down and teaching, I wouldn't be in here teaching anyway. And again, that's a good example of love right there. You had brothers that the men above us came in and held it down and was teaching classes when nobody in the classes. They came in, held and gave up their lives when, you know what I'm saying, during the 80s, in the 90s, you know what I'm saying, when it was still popping. You know what I'm saying? They came in here to learn about the Most High then. You feel me? So if it wasn't for their love, I wouldn't be here. Or you wouldn't be here. Or the brothers and sisters that's gonna come after us, they wouldn't be here. That's what love is. Love is longer than your vision. Love is longer than what you can see right now, Officer Yaquab. You might not see it right now. You might not be able to see it right now. And, we in this damn school. We got 3 chairs in the school. 3 chairs. Matter of fact, we ain't even got no school. You feel me? But we gonna get it though. The vision. Officer Yarash had a vision for that school. Well, you sitting there right there, Officer Yaquab. Officer Yarash had a vision for that. That took love. You know what I'm saying? That took love to be out there teaching on the corner. They walk by and cuss you out. All in the video, and the only thing they leave in the comment section in the video is something smart to say. Look at these damn Power Rangers, clowns. That's what they leave up in there. You know what I'm saying? But now you sitting in the school. Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's love. That's love. That's what love is. That's how you build a nation. That's how you maintain the nation. You know what I'm saying? And it says, and everyone that loveth is born of the Most High. You can't love if you ain't been in here and born of the Most High. Why? Because the Most High is love. How you gonna love and you haven't been born again underneath love, taught love from the Most High, but you say you love. You know what that's like, Officer Yaquab? That's like these fake Israelite groups saying they in the truth. Piss me off every time I hear them on them Captain Tazariah groupies, all up in it. They be up on it. You know, I've been in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Since such. Nigga still got fringes on the bottom of his t-shirt. I've been in the truth, you know what I'm saying, since 2016, but he's still saying Shalom. But you in the truth, though. You in the truth, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is for you to say that you love, but you ain't in here. And you ain't learned love from outside of this Bible. That's what it sounds like. You sound just like one of them fake Israelites. It says, and knoweth the Most High. You know what I'm saying? How does a man know of the Most High? You don't know the Most High if you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. You don't know the Most High if you're still eating pork. You don't know the Most High if you still eating pork. You still eating crab, shrimp, and lobster. You don't know the Most High. If you just celebrated Mother's Day on Sunday, you don't know God. Now, how you like them apples? If you celebrated Mother's Day this Sunday, you do not know God. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to love. That's truth. That's the reality coming out of this Bible. You might not like it. It might not sound good, might not feel good. But guess what? Love don't feel good all the time. If you can take away anything from the class, take that away from the class. Sometimes love hurt. Ain't that what they say? Love hurts sometimes. And that don't mean that some nigga is going upside your head. That means that correction from you not being able to do what you want to do, because love is sacrifice. Love is you not being able to do what you want to do all the time. You're not going to be able to do what you want to do all the time. We come in here, we teach every day. We go out on the street and we teach every week and every Saturday. We out there on the street teaching. You think a nigga want to stand there and have people walk by you and ridicule you? Huh? You know what we could be doing on a Saturday? You know the lives that we came from? You feel me? Love is doing what you don't want to do all the time. That's real love, because love is sacrifice. Love is longer than what you want to do. It's gonna have to be longer than what you want to do. That's real love. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to this next verse. 1 John chapter 4 and 8. It says that he that loveth not knoweth not God. If you don't love, you don't know God. Period. Point blank. You ain't talk. They aunties and them ain't talk to each other. You know what I'm saying, for the last 4-5 years. Why? Because she said something smart about her potato salad last Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So she don't speak to her no damn more. You don't know God. You don't know God. You out there selling drugs to your brothers and your sisters. You don't know God. Period. You laying down with sisters and throw them away. You don't know God. You celebrate Mother's Day, you don't know God. You celebrate Father's Day, you don't know God. You like Christmas, love Christmas, buying Christmas gifts, you don't know God. Period. You don't know God. You got an NFL contract, and one of your wives is one of them Beckys that was up there standing there for the shot. You don't know God. It's simple as that. You can have your cross on, you know what I'm saying? Y'all giving $100,000 to the church every Sunday. So you don't know God according to what this Bible says. And if it's not what this Bible says, if it's not what the Most High says, then it's a lie. It's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Officer Shemaga Bar, Most High Christ, Yabashir. Like I said, taught a hell of a class last night. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yabakar said Yisro and Yahuda. Most High, look, a name be damn Yisro and Yahudi. You know what I'm saying? It's all them damn crazy ass names. You don't know God. If you have named yourself, you gave yourself your Israelite name, guess what? You don't know God, man. Come on, man. You don't know God. You don't know God. If you have resisted the call to come into the UPK and getting all black, you can't get in all black. You're not gonna know God. If you're a brother, now the sisters don't get in all black. But if that sister can't get in here and learn the truth about this Bible, guess what? Her daughter's not gonna be dressed modest for the prom like Princess Tazara. I tell you that right now. They're gonna have a problem on their hand. They have a problem on their hand, Officer Yabaka. You know what I thought what prom was for? From watching all them damn white people movies and white people TV shows, I thought this is where you lose your virginity at the prom. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's for. Ain't that what they teach you in the movies? Right? No big deal, right? Ain't that what they teach you in the movies? If you don't learn love from this Bible, you're gonna learn it from that television. You're gonna learn it from that radio. You're gonna learn it from this damn oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And it says, "For the Most High is love." Just like keeping the commandments is love. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is love. Period. That's what you think. What love come from? It come from the Most High. What is love? The love Most High is love. How you know He loved? Because He still loved us after everything that we done did. He still loved us. And let's get a couple more scriptures before we get out of here to prove that right there. After everything we've done, He still loved us. And I got a question for y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? Now it might be a little trick question for the brothers, especially that done been up in here, right? How many of y'all know a brother with a sister done ran around on? You know what I'm saying? She done slept with his friends. You know what I'm saying? Slept with his brother, with his uncle. You know what I'm saying? And if that brother takes that sister back and he continues to go back to her, what do y'all think about that brother? Sisters, y'all answers too. The woman done slept with his brother, slept with his cousins, got a baby with one of the nephews and shit, but he keep on going back to her. What do y'all think of that brother? Well, I pull this scripture. What would y'all think of that brother? Oh, okay. I got a couple answers coming in there. I got a couple of them coming up in there. First scripture I'm gonna pull is Romans 5 and 8 while y'all answer. First one I'm gonna pull is Romans 5 and 8 while y'all answer. Romans 5 and 8. Now we just learned that the Most High is love. Romans 5 and 8 said, but the Most High commended his love toward us. Commended his love toward us, man. Not towards Moab, not towards Ishmael. You know what I'm saying? Not towards them Africans. No, towards us. In that, while we were yet sinners. Imagine that. Not because we did everything he said to do. You know what I'm saying? Not because we was living right. Not because we had started the UPK back in 1609. Nah, before 1609. 1600s, he had commended his love towards us. 1500s, 1400s. From the very first moment, once he made that oath with us, he commended his love toward us while we were yet sinners. Well, we already know that to be a sinner, you don't love God if you're a sinner, right? Y'all know that, right? If you're a sinner, you don't love God. That's what the scriptures say. I know the church teaches you different. The church teaches you, you know what I'm saying, differently. But according to this Bible, you're a sinner. You don't love the Most High. And he sent his son, our brother, our king, to die for us while we were still sinners, man. That's how much the Most High loves us. Now, I just asked y'all a question. I'm getting answers coming in, Officer Yaquad. Officer Aqua Farad said that it'd be weak. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yabaka said spaghetti back. Aqua Fazara Khan said clown. Aqua Farad said dirty them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you would think very lowly of that brother if he did. Now, we know the Most High ain't weak. Shit, look what happened to us for disobeying the Most High. We know the Most High ain't weak. So let me show you this. You know what I'm saying? He loved us while we were still sinners. And then what else I want to show you? Where is it at? Oh yeah, Romans 11:1. Most High in Christ. This is Romans chapter 11, verse 1. It says, I say then, have God cast away his people? Y'all do know that the other nations, one of the, especially them damn devils, they love to say, well, the Jews, they didn't obey him. They turned their back on him. So that's when he chose the Gentiles and everybody else. Y'all do know that's how they tell that lie, right? Ain't that one of the lies that they tell in the Christian church? Christian church swear up and down that you a Gentile, you adopted, you grafted in. Ain't that what they say? They say you grafted in. You know what I'm saying? And them imposters over there is the real children of God. That's what I saw. Am I lying, Officer Yaquab? Ain't that what they say? Yeah, that's what they say. They say you grafted in. You know what I'm saying? But it says right here in Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? Did God cast away Judah? Did he cast away Benjamin? Did he cast away Levi? Did he cast away Simeon? Has God cast away his people? It says God forbid. In other words, aka hell no, he didn't cast away his people. Like that sister cast away their brother because he gets another rib. He'll get another woman. She cast him away. He get another woman. He can't see them kids no more. Y'all gonna be in child support court, you know what I'm saying, for the next 18 years. Every time you get a raise, she want a raise too. You know what I'm saying? Because she gonna cast him away. Like, oh, that brother, he gonna cast her away because the white bride brought the shenanay out of her and he saw it. So he gonna cast her away. He ain't trying to deal with that. He ain't trying to deal with her mouth. He ain't trying to deal with her attitude. So he gonna cast her away, right? But the Most High didn't cast us away. Most High didn't cast us away. A lot of us, we cast our mothers and fathers away. Your father wasn't there. He was locked up. He was strung out. He wasn't never there. You cast him away. Cast that mother away. Maybe she gave you up. Maybe she, you know what I'm saying? The CPS or whatever took you. You cast her away. This is what we've been told as a nation to do. Cast each other away, not love one another. Not realizing that by adopting that type of love, you open the door for them to tell you. That's why the Lord don't deal with y'all. This is why we think so lowly of one another. This is why we think so lowly of ourselves. We don't realize how special we are. Because we think that love got a time limit on it. We think that love, you know what I'm saying, got an expiration date on it when it's never supposed to have no expiration date on it. Why you think Christ said to forgive you one another? Why you think we got that scripture to forgive one another? We didn't get that scripture to forgive the oppressor for the ones that slapped them chains on us. That's what the football player did. He wasn't thinking about Becky out there at the auction block. Ooh, that's a big buck. That's a big buck right there. You know what I'm saying? Let me get him for $300, $400. He done forgave her about it. He not thinking about none of that no more, Officer Yaquab. That's all gone. He done forgave her that. He didn't cast her away for that. We didn't cast away this damn country for building the whole empire off of our back. We didn't cast this country away. We still go out there and vote. You know, when you go out there and vote, you know that if you go out there and vote, if that line is 6-7 hours, you know it's illegal for them to give you a damn bottle of water. That's this empire. That's this place. That's the place that we love. It's illegal for them to give you a damn bottle of water. You know that most civilized countries have healthcare is free. Did you know that? You know the only reason why you don't have healthcare that's free is because they hate blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous, and they don't want to get them niggas nothing for free. But we love this place, don't we? Oh, we get out there, we celebrate 4th of July, we pop the fireworks, blow our damn hand up, lose our fingers, we pop the fireworks, right? We love this place. We send our kids to join a military. We send our kids to join our military. I think I just put a video out today where they just found a brother in Morocco, in Africa. He's from Richmond, Virginia. He been missing. Soldier. You know what I'm saying? An officer, if I'm not mistaken. They find his body. Oh, we don't mind sending our children to go die for this oppressor with everything that they did for, even though they removed us out the national cemetery, even though they scrubbed us from the damn database. We don't mind. We still love this place. We didn't cast America away. We didn't cast America away because the love that we should have for one another, we've given that to this oppressor. God, the Most High, is giving us, showing us the example. He living by example, showing us how we're supposed to love one another the way that He loves us with everything that we've done as a people. Every chance that He get, we will mess up, act the damn fool, go into slavery. We come to our senses. Most High, Lord, look, we done this time. We back this time. I don't been on punishment before, Officer Yaquab. I don't got my head whipped before. You know what I'm saying? And look, after that first beating, right? Well, you be in that room like, you know, I'm gonna be good. Now I ain't gonna do that shit no more. I was good. Like I would get a beating, right? I would be good for about 9 months. I had a schedule. About 9 months, I wouldn't get no trouble. You know, after that beating, boy, you hit about that 10th month, baby, back and rolling again now, baby. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's how we was to the Most High, man. Every time, man, we would mess up, act a fool, going to slavery, pray to the Lord of free us and get us back out, and we'd do it all over again. Every damn time. Every time. We'd rather be we went right back to the slave master each time. Imagine that. It's this movie, I think it's Casino. Casino got this old crazy white broad in it. You know what I'm saying? She getting high. She leave. What's his name? De Niro. I think De Niro was the hub. You know what I'm saying? She leave him. He got the big house. He big gangster. You know what I'm saying? House, car, the whole nine. She still all his damn money. Go get high with it with the pimp. You know what I'm saying? Every time. Well, that's been us with the Most High, man. That's been us with the Most High. And it says, I say then, have God cast away His people? God forbid. The Most High still didn't cast us away, man. He didn't throw us away, man. Why? Because the Most High is love. And that's the love that we're supposed to have for one another. It says, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Paul was letting them know, nah, he ain't cast away his people. He loved for Israelites in the beginning. He loved Israelites now. You know what I'm saying? That's one of our main arguments in the UPK. When we argue these other people, we debate these other folks. Well, he loved it's open up to everybody. And we stand on that because we know what this Bible says, man. We know what this Bible says. And we have not had or shown or exhibited this love for one another like the Lord told us to, man. We're supposed to love each other unconditionally. It's not supposed to have no time clock on it. You're supposed to have no time clock on it. There should be no time clock on you eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. The Lord said it wasn't food. It ain't food. It don't become food later on because the FDA is created and the goddamn white man tell you that it's food now. That don't make it food. That don't make it food. Because the white man tell you that we live in a post-racial America. Oh, now you can get with Becky now. So now we ain't worried about when they beat us and they raped us and they robbed us and they stole everything in a genocide. We ain't worried about that now. You know what I'm saying? The other nations look at us and they look at us and we look so foolish to the other nations. We look so foolish to the other nations. They shake our head at us. They pity us. They pity us. Because if it was them, they would have never went for it. And the Bible says that as well too. If it was them, if the Most High gave Himself to them, they would have accepted it. Ishmael would jump in the damn plane and fly into a building for a rock. Y'all do know Ishmael served a rock, right? That's a damn rock that's over there. Cobblestone. That's a rock that fell out the sky. Piece of meteorite that fell out the sky. They built the whole house for it, Officer Yaquab. They built the whole house for the rock. And every year they do a pilgrimage to go see this rock. And every year they trample people, and people will die as they're walking right over them. They step right over them to go see the damn rock, to kiss the rock, to worship the rock, to bow down in front of a damn rock. This is Ishmael. This is what they do for their God, for a rock. Y'all don't believe me? Let me pull it up for them. You know, they said we be making shit up sometime, Officer Yakwa. They said we be making it up. Let me pull it up for them to show you. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord said the same thing. It says the same thing in the Bible. That's Ezekiel. I think that's Ezekiel. Let me get Ezekiel chapter 3. This is one of them scriptures. You know, you hear a scripture and then you want to hear it again. You're like, man, I know I try to find it. Some of them be kind of hard to find if you word it the wrong way. This one of the ones I remember when I first heard it, and it made so much sense. And it's kind of like one of the ones that make you jealous. How the Bible says bring you to jealousy. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the ones. The way that I remember it, and for y'all too, is strange speech. Y'all remember that strange speech. This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 6. It says, not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language. See, Russian, that's a hard language. That damn African, all them clicks and that's a hard language. You know what I'm saying? German is a hard language. English, all those are hard languages. You know what I'm saying? In a strange speech. Our language, or our language is the Lashawan Quadash. That's our language. That's our original tongue. You know what I'm saying? That holy tongue. It says, not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou cannot understand. You imagine that, boy, we came over here off them boats. We don't understand what them damn devils were saying. We understand what them damn devils were saying. We came over here, and we still had to learn. Had to learn at the end of a damn whip. We had to learn. Feet's getting chopped off, hand getting chopped off, eyes getting burnt out. That's how we had to learn. He didn't come to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language. He didn't come to them people that made up their own gods. Krishna is a made-up God. Shiva is a made-up God. White Jesus is a made-up God. He didn't come to them people that made up their own God, pretending to have a God like him. He didn't come to them, whose words thou cannot understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, had he sent his son to them, if he had sent Yahushua to Ishmael, it says they would have hearkened unto me. That should make you feel some kind of way. That's something you tell your kids. And I know we've all done experienced it before. I had cousins that wasn't as fortunate as me. And I remember, you know what I'm saying, they would come over to the house, you know, to spend the night, right? They would come over there to spend the night, and they got holes all in their socks and shoes, and they didn't have an extra set of clothes. By the time the weekend was over with Officer Yaquab, I done gave him a couple sets. My mama done gave him a couple sets of my clothes. You know what I'm saying? So they can go back home with. And I remember she would ask them to go take the trash out. They would take it out with no problem. They had no attitude like I did. They had no attitude like I did. They didn't stick their lips out. They stick their lips out, stomp their feet and shit like I did. They appreciated it. This is what this scripture is saying right here. Had the Most High sent his son to these other nations, oh, they would have hearkened to him. They would have listened. They would have listened. But we've been a hard-headed people that didn't want to listen to the Lord, man. We didn't want to listen to the Most High. And this is what it's saying right here in these scriptures, man. We got to love the way that the Most High love us. You feel me? We got to love the way that he loves us, man. See if there's anything else I want to bring up before we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, meet that next one. Just so they can't say this ain't what we're talking about. Verse 7, it says, but the house of Israel. This is how you know who this Bible is speaking to. You can't read none of these scriptures and walk away thinking, well, it could be anybody. It could be anything. No, it's only Israel, man. Amos says this is the only family that he's known. You know what I'm saying? Psalm says he gives his word to Jacob. All throughout this Bible, Deuteronomy 7 and 6 says we above all people on the face of the earth. All throughout this Bible is talking to one family, because that's who the Most High loved. He loved us. It says, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Matter of fact, I might get that. That might be the last thing I get before we leave. You know what I'm saying? The Most High still loved us no matter what we did, despite what we did. He disciplined us like a good father. He rebuked us like a good father. You know what I'm saying? But we have to take that correction and be corrected, man, and change, man. You got to change. And if you can't change, then you can't love. You can call it love. You can say it's love. But we're going to keep continuing to be on this decline like we've been on, man. And if you love your people, it's a hard thing to watch. It's a hard thing to watch. When you watch how I watched the video I just put out, I put it out on Instagram. I didn't put it out on the other channels because, you know, they be tripping on us on YouTube. and they don't like us too much on TikTok, but it's a video out of Gastonia, out of North Carolina. I don't know if y'all seen it, but if y'all go to the Instagram channel, y'all will see it. Brother, he going into the gas station, Officer Yaquad, and you know how you'll speak to a brother, maybe they don't speak back, maybe they didn't hear you, whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? Apparently he spoke to him, the brother didn't speak back like he wanted to. Man, nigga, I was just trying to speak to you, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's how it all started. So now they having word, they're going back and forth. They get inside the gas station, they still having word. The first brother that spoke, I'm about that life, nigga. You don't want nothing with me. He pulls a strap out. Now, the strap is fake. It's a replica. It's not even a real gun. You know what I'm saying? You trying to die tonight, nigga? You trying to die tonight, nigga? It's a devil right there in the corner the whole time listening. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, the devil is an off-duty cop. He done pulled a little plastic gun out. He walks and he's going outside the store. You know that devil turned around and unloaded on that dude. He's running out the store. He unloading them the whole time. And I guess another officer intervened. He put a couple shots in him too. The brother died a couple days after that. Both of them cops got off. Both of them got off. But if those brothers just could have interacted like brothers supposed to interact, had love for each other the way that this Bible says, had a little compassion for one another. Maybe the brother didn't hear you. Maybe he got something on his mind. You feel me? Maybe he got something on his mind. That's gonna happen. You feel me? Let it go, let it ride. It's still your brother. But we don't love one another like Christ said love one another. We don't love one another like the Most High told us to love one another. And we definitely don't love one another the way that the Most High loves us, man. You're not going to find it nowhere else in the world except for here inside the Israelite School, the Universal Project of Knowledge. It says, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. We don't want to listen, man. We hard here, man. We don't want to listen. It says, for they will not hearken unto me, for all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. We done became a hard-hearted people to one another, man. And that's what I saw in that video right there. And it's sad, you know what I'm saying? It's sad to see because it was so avoidable. You feel me? It's so avoidable. He walked by, he ain't speak. Okay, cool. Just keep it moving, man. Just keep it moving, man. You know how many people walk by outside the camp and cuss us out? Go get a job, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look, Officer Yaquad, they say go get a job when you just got off work. You know what I'm saying? I always think about my brother, Officer Karai out of Baltimore. Officer Karai out of Baltimore get off work, right? He gets off work, gets in the car to head down to Virginia, head down to DC to go to camp. If it's fortunate enough to have it in Baltimore, he might get an hour of sleep before it's time for camp. Matter of fact, no, he don't even get that. He comes straight to camp. You feel me? But then you'll get a nigga walk by you outside on the street. Go get a job, nigga. He don't go off. He don't lose. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. Why? Because we love one another. We actually love our brothers and sisters. That's why we go out there and do the work that we do. What I want to get before we leave, we right here at the end. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take y'all too far over. Y'all gonna get a little bit more of me on Friday as well for the Lashawan Padash. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to go too far over. Another scripture to kind of back up what I said. You can also go to Matthew chapter 11 and verse 21, and this is Christ says it. Christ said, you know what I'm saying? I had the same works been done in Tyre and Zidon. You know what I'm saying? That they would have repented. Tyre and Zidon is some African nations that Christ is talking about. This is how you know that he wasn't sent to every damn body. This is how you know he wasn't sent to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's like another little precept for that one that I just read, right? For Ezekiel 3 and 6. That's on Matthew 11 and 21. What I want to get before I leave, though. See what I want to get before I leave. And there's so many of them, man. There's so many of them when the Lord, you know what I'm saying, again, just kept loving us, kept on loving us, man. He kept on loving us and he keep on loving us. He didn't cast his people away. I got about 20 more scriptures I got open. I ain't get to all of them, Officer Yaquad. Now I got to pick. What we're going to go out on. You know what I'm saying? Let's go out on, that's what I said. I said we was going to go out on Jacob and Esau. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go out on Jacob and Esau. I think that'll be a good one to go out on. Like I said, we got some more here as usual, but we'll save it for another class. We got a scripture breakdown class tomorrow with Captain Natazat in the shop. Bring all your questions. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy. Bring all your questions. You feel me? We're going to get it in tomorrow because we love y'all. That's why we're going to be back here doing it all over again. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to Malachi. We always go to Romans 9. You know what I'm saying? Romans 9 and 3. But we're going to go where it was first said, because in Romans 9 it said that as it was written, but we're gonna go to where it was written at before. So we're gonna go to Malachi. You know what I'm saying? Let's look a little bit more. Last little verse we're gonna get on love. Let me go to Malachi 1. Then we're gonna start at 2. This is Malachi chapter 1. Yeah, this is Malachi chapter 1. Matter of fact, no, I start at 1. I think it's something to be said in 1 as well. We're gonna go to 1 and work our way down to 3 and get on up out of here. This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Most High to Israel by Malachi. What's a burden? Y'all let me know in the chat. What is a burden? What's a burden? Because see, sometimes our love stops when it becomes a burden. Love can't stop just because it becomes a burden. Well, y'all let me know what in the chat. What's a burden? Y'all let me know what a burden is. What's a burden in the chat? Y'all let me know. What's a burden? Sometimes the damn kids can be a burden. Sometimes that damn slavery can be a burden. Sometimes that damn rib can be a burden. Sometimes your husband can be a burden. Mama can be a burden. You know what I'm saying? Putting gas in your car when it's $100 a damn gallon can be a burden. You know what I'm saying? That can be a burden. Y'all let me know in the chat. What's a burden? It said because the burden of the word of the Most High to Israel by Malachi. Thing that you got to understand about love, you know what I'm saying? And when in the priests and prophets of the Lord, they carry that burden. They carry that burden and make sure that this word gets out to you. It's a burden to put on class every day for a nation that don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? That can be a burden, but love can't stop. You know what I'm saying? Because of a burden. And that's the point of it. Love can't stop because of a burden. It says the burden of the word of the Most High to Israel by Malachi. The priests and prophets that kept this word going and brought this word out, they carried that burden. They carried that burden because they love the nation. They carry that burden because they love the Most High. That's what love is. You feel me? Officer Yabakar says having a slave as hard as I do every day. Damn right. Get out of hand. That's a burden. That's a burden. Having to get up and slave every day as hard as you do, that's a burden. And then having to turn around and teach this truth to your people. I said something that's a challenge. And right, a burden can be a challenge. And our love got to be longer than just having a burden. It got to be longer than to when a burden shows up. And it can be a challenge. It can be a challenge dealing with a sister who don't know how to check them out. That can be a challenge. You trying to tell her don't wear this and don't do that, and she trying to tell you don't tell me what to do because you ain't my mama. That can be a burden. That can be a burden. But see, love has to be stronger than that burden. And for Malachi, love was stronger than that burden. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep reading. This is verse 2. It says, I have loved you, saith the Most High. Most High is telling them, I don't love you. I loved Israel. You know what I'm saying? It says, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? So what you mean you love us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Most High? Yet I love Jacob. The Most High letting them know, yeah, Esau was his brother. I see what's going on, but Jacob was Esau's brother. I love Jacob. Wasn't Esau's brother? And I still love Jacob. You feel me? We'll go to the next verse. This is where when you get that Romans 9:3, this is where that precept, Romans 9:13, this is where that precept comes from. All right, this is where that precept comes from. It says, and I hated Esau. The Most High is telling Malachi, I always love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I always done love y'all. That's why you got the burden you got now, because I love you. You know what I'm saying? And I've hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. See, y'all see Esau 9:20-26. You didn't see Esau when his mountains was laid to waste, when his dragons was laid to waste for the wilderness. You didn't see him then when he was in them damn caves. You feel me? We see Esau now, and because of Esau's wealth and because of his power, it looks like he's loved. But the only reason it looks like it's love because Esau has taught us that that's what love is. Love is money. Love is your wealth. Love is your power and your fame and your fortune. Oh, God must love you. This is what they gave us. They called it prosperity teaching, or I think it's prosperity teaching. It's another word they have for it as well. But like it went in Christianity, it went from liberation theology to this different prosperity teaching, this different theology that you get now, to where whatever you got, your money, your resources, that's God showing you how much he loves you. That's why all in the church won't he do it. And Jesus take the wheel, and the pastor's riding in a nice car, nice shoes, and so forth. That's how you know God is with you by the money that you got. But the Most High is telling Malachi right here, right now, it don't matter what Esau has. He's telling you right now that he hated Esau. And see, the thing about the Most High don't change. His love don't stop. His love isn't temporary. His love don't stop like our love stops for one another. His love is forever. And so what he said then is what he says now. What he said in Malachi is the same thing he was saying in Romans. The Most High loves Jacob. He loves Israel. You know what I'm saying? The Dominicans, the Haitians, the Venezuelans, the Guatemalans, the Panamanians, you know what I'm saying? The West Indians, the Jamaicans. He loved them brothers. No matter what they're going through. Them brothers out there in Haiti right now, when the whole damn island is going crazy, he loved them brothers out there. He loved niggas. He loved niggas here in America. Even though that police pull you over and unload on you, he love you. And you're underneath these damn bastards, underneath this damn devil. He love you. He's always loved you. He just waiting on you to love him. You know what I'm saying? So with that, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna wrap it up there. I think we touched on a good bit. We right at 12 after 9. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to follow the footsteps of Officer Hiroshima, Officer Tazai Karan Cat, but I ain't gonna keep you here that long. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep you here that long. You know what I'm saying? But clap it up. Good class. The water for everybody that joined us. The water for everybody that joined us tonight. Again, if you're trying to learn how to love and what love is, you're in the right spot. You got to follow these laws, statutes, commandments. You want to learn how to love your people, man. You feel me? You got to learn how to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And if you truly love the Most High, like a lot of Christians claim they love God, if you truly love the Most High, then you're gonna do what He said to do. You feel me? You're gonna do what He said to do. And for them fake Israelites out there, you know what I'm saying? If you truly love the Most High like you claim to do, then you would be in all black. You would be in here. You would be getting with your brothers where the truth started at, right here in the Israelite School or Universal Practical Knowledge. And with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Officer Yaiqua for the announcements, and we're gonna get on up out of here. Most High Christ.
ISUPK security announcements. We got the ISUPK started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for a year. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves in the world. They need transportation. The teacher will arrange. After a year, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. He's 10th in the Hebrew, my Aisha. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. What you're going to do is go to ISUPK.com, look in the left corner. It's a little blue button with yellow words that say tithes and donations. You'll go there to get your pay your tithes and your donations. All right. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, the Feast of First Fruits will be ending May 31st. All right, May 31st. Y'all want to be on the lookout for that. Check with your camp leaders to see what you're gonna need to roll out so we can close out the Feast of First Fruits. All right. Any brother want to come into the school to be a trooper, start wearing all black boot, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. Your sister want to come into the school, wear a long dress and have your head completely covered. All right. With that, we're gonna get the highest grade. A salute. Men of Israel. Men of Israel. I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Matah. We're gonna start, face the sisters. Sisters, I imagine. Brothers, we're gonna give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel. I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Shema. Yahweh Matah. With that, class dismissed.
Most High Christ.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.